おめでとう。おめでとう。
June. June, how many points do you have? Oh my god. June. June. Are you okay? Holy shit. It's just been going non-stop. June. Good lord. What the fuck? June. Good Christ. Okay. Hey. Hi, everyone. Oh, God. I gotta scroll for a year and a half to get to where stuff started happening here. Spooky, you shot me before I even went live. Thanks for that. You actually made me jump. But you also got first, so congrats. I did clean my glasses and I did take my meds. Did all that. I'm concerned that my chat is filling up with ISO. Maybe I should... Hi. Christ almighty. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to, like, increase the price for these things. June, are you going to stop? That's my question. Fuck me. Okay. June, congrats on second. Okay, well, I'm not going to because other people enjoy it. Orpheus, congrats on getting third. Yeah, I saw that, Mr. Matthews 1327. Welcome, welcome. Orpheus, hi. Hello, hi, Orpheus. Also, Orpheus, thank you so much for the infinite cat ears. It's so funny hearing the sound effect. Spooky, I turned Cash off because I don't know how to make it work without absolutely gumming up chat. It's a nightmare. Cash doesn't work right now. Because it's just a fat list that just gets dropped. I'm sorry, Spooky. Please don't have depression. All right, and then June. June's just hacking my whole shit. A whole ton. Like, that's all that's happening. Good Lord almighty. Okay. Is it going to stop at 100? That's the question. All right, you're at 100. God. Well, thank you, I guess. For now, okay. Welcome to the show. Hi, everyone. It's Tuesday. Hopefully, you all survived your Mondays, and you've made it to Tuesday. Congratulations. All you know, as they say, you don't hate Mondays. You hate capitalism. Am I right? So hey, welcome. Check it out. You get to see my new schedule. Usually I show this on the Saturday before, you know, when I do my armor stream. You can hate both. That is fair. Spooky. Spooky. You're gonna make me feel sad and also worried now. You gotta keep making it to future days because then we can play Monster Hunter Wilds together, Spooky. We can stream Monster Hunter Wilds together, and then the internet can learn how goddamn salty I get at that game. I swear up a storm in that game. Holy shit. It took me a while. Yeah, I was hunting an Uthduna and a Mizutsune. Okay, have a safe drive. Don't hit anyone. Don't crash into anything, please. Please and thank you. I had stuff to talk about, and it's gone now because I was thinking about other things. Literally booted up to get a reaction at it. Well, I didn't notice. I'm sorry, Spooky. Mizutsune takes a lot of brain power. It's a very angry wet dog. It's a long wet dog, and I gotta deal with that moist boy, you know? You'll know. You'll see once you get there. But yeah, Spooky, I definitely want to play Wilds with you. And all of the friends, because it's good. And I don't care if you're Hunter rank 2 or 3 or whatever. I will hunt the monsters with you. Yes, the moistest dog. The long, wet dog. I love Mizutsune. even if he's a real bastard. Yeah, check it out. Schedule. Bop, bop, bop. Big. Everyone, a moment of silence. VR Wednesday is dead. I killed it. I took it out back and I killed it. I did it twice. This is moist. Azza, I think Azza smells like wet dog all the time, regardless of his moistness levels, you know? Also, I'm sorry, Desty, if you're here. I know you don't like that word. But I think Azza always smells like wet dog. I just get that feeling. And cinnamon. I'm picturing wet dog and cinnamon somehow mixed together. Mizu's not a bastard, only horny? Orpheus. I mean, if I was gonna talk about sexy monsters, Mizutsune is definitely up there. He's long and sleek and wet. Wet dog, long wet dog. I do love Mizutsune. Angry dog. God, what was I even talking about? Yeah, VR Wednesday is dead. I tried it twice. Neither time was very fun. Maybe it was my choice of game. Whatever. VR games are strange in that there's such a thin line between a good VR stream and a bad VR stream. And I think my main takeaway from it is at the end of last week, my VR Wednesday stream last week, I stopped playing the game I was playing a half hour before my stream ended. And the second I sat down and had my screen in front of me and I could see chat and I could interact with all of you, the vibes were instantly better, like right away. So I think that tells me enough. So yeah, VR Wednesday is dead, which isn't to say I won't be streaming VR games. There just won't be a dedicated day to them anymore. If a VR game that catches my fancy ever, you know, comes out and I feel like streaming it, then I'm gonna do it because it's my stream and I'll do what I want. It's a fact the Mizu that are so aggressive are in heat. Oh. Horny wet dog. All right. I'm into it. Horny long wet dog. That's fun. But yeah. Yeah, no more dedicated VR day. So this week is going to be a little different. Today we're doing Exocolonist, which honestly, I'm enjoying this game so much. I think maybe Exocolonist might just be my Tuesday game until I become bored of it. Because it's a looping type game, right? Like once you finish it, you go back to one and you redo it with different choices and you have different opportunities, I think. Maybe? I don't know. I guess we'll see. But Wednesdays is just going to be another game day. And I really want to get into Monster Hunter stories. I love Monster Hunter, the series. I really like Wilds. I have streamed it once on stream and never again. One, because it's super unoptimized, and to stream it, I would have to use my PNG tuber. And two, is because I get so salty playing Monster Hunter Wilds. I will go from having a great time to having a not great time in the snap of a finger if the monsters are just being shitty to me, you know? But Monster Hunter Stories is you befriend the monsters, right? You don't hunt them. You don't turn them into pants. You just make friends with them. And I want to do that. And also the third one's on the way. So I kind of want to get through the series before the third one comes out because it looks like my kind of game. It looks like I'm going to have fun with it. My only concern, and this is going to come up tomorrow, is that I am a big weeb. I'm a big old weeaboo. I love me my Japanese anime. I don't like dubbed content. I want to listen to it in its original language. I don't care what the original language is. I just want to listen to it in its original language. So I'm torn between wanting to play Monster Hunter Stories in Japanese with subtitles, or, because that's not great streaming, playing it in English. If I played in English, all y'all will enjoy it more maybe. You'll enjoy the story more. But I might not enjoy it as much. But if I play it in Japanese, then I'm forcing chat to read subtitles, you know? So, I don't know. I guess I'll make my choice tomorrow. Maybe the voice acting is good. Maybe the English dub is alright. We'll see. They won't have a Welsh cat girl, which I think is the best English voice casting ever done in any game ever. More games need more Welsh cat girls. Play it in Japanese? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see tomorrow. I'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow. And then Thursday's back to Vintage Story, as always, because we love Vintage Story in this house. Those are your my titles, June. June, I missed you so much. I'm so happy you're back. I really hope you're doing all right. But I really missed you, June. You're a hoot. You're a hoot and a half. Yeah, bud. So yeah, how's everyone doing? I hope you're having a good Tuesday so far. A good Tuesday. What have I done today? I've mostly played Monster Hunter Wilds today. And for legal reasons, if anyone from my job is listening, I did my job today. But during my legally mandated breaks, I played Monster Hunter Wilds with my friends. So, yeah, lots of wilds. I'm slowly teaching myself the switch axe. It's June's Day. I need to stop streaming I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. It needs to just be a whole game of June. What's the most rat adjacent game I have? There is actually a VR game where you are a rat. What's it called? Let's see. Rat VR. Oh, there's Whack-A-Rat VR. I guess where you whack a rat? Whack-A-Rat VR is a casual arcade experience that players of all ages will love. Stomp out rats with a collection of different hammers and take on different modes to try to get the biggest high score. I can whack a rat. Oh no, that's probably not a good time. It looks kind of cheap. I've had a good Tuesday so far. I'm enjoying playing Wilds again. I'm looking forward to playing it with more people. Spooky. I'm happy that it's working again. Spooky, did you have to do anything specific to get it fixed, or did it just start working? Because if it just started working, then that's great. But it sucks it took them so long to fix, you know? Hopefully. Then again, having to uninstall and reinstall also would have sucked because it's a huge game. So, I guess regardless of how it got fixed, it's fine. So yeah. Orpheus, did I say thank you for the bits? Thank you so much for the cheer, by the way. That was super kind of you. Oh, you know what? Since June is real again, June gets a shout out. We like to shout out our real life friends in this chat. We'll follow June. She occasionally goes live.
No, I don't believe in cooldowns. I will never believe in cooldowns, and you can never teach me this lesson. I will keep all of my shit off cooldown until I die.
June has convictions and she stands to it. Always worth it when you get infinite cat ears. Well, I'm glad. God. Should I get into this? I don't know that I should get into this because it's such a throwaway thing. Your brain, for all of y'all who are gender questioning, you ever had moments where your brain is just like, today's gonna be a day where shit feels weird for you? You ever get like that? I watched a music video, an animated music video today, and my brain went, I think it's time for your dysphoria to kick in for no reason. So that was fun. So I'm riding on that wave right now. Thank God for therapy, because I would be probably beside myself like I used to be before I started therapy. Therapy's great, y'all. If you can get therapy, go do it. Even if you think nothing's wrong, even if you feel fine, go get therapy. It's amazing. Isn't that every day? Yes, but it comes and goes. It's kind of like the tide, you know? Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. Most of the time I'm okay. You know, therapy has really lowered sort of the overall... I'm making motions with my hands, but you can't see them. Therapist dog? Can you speak dog, Asa? No, Spooky. I'm trying to have a nice moment here. I'm talking about dysphoria. Why are you giving me push-ups? Why do I have these redeems? You can see my ears. All right. Okie dokie. Alright. I'm okay. I'm alright. Thank you, Spooky. Here's payback. I want to get payback on Spooky right now. Boop. Go follow Spooky. Spooky's a good bean.
Best game.
What is this clip?
Oh, the baby.
What is this clip? Oh, yes. Yes. We do love the Demonologist cat. I wish Demonologist had a VR mode. I think Demonologist in VR would be a hoot and a half. Would be a proper rip-roaring time. I think that'd be a lot of fun. It is brutal out there, yes. Actually, I haven't seen my therapist in probably 2 months now. I should book another session. It's been a minute. And we all need therapy. Okay, enough yapping. I've been talking for about 20 minutes here. I got nothing else to talk about. It has been a standard day for me. Oh, wait, though. Oh, I need to brag about something. So, I'm taking Japanese lessons, right? I think I mentioned it once before. The majority of my lessons are me doing speaking and listening practice. So like, there's not a lot of, you know, sit down and do your homework and fill in the blanks and tests and none of that. I'm basically just, she gives me like a news article, or she'll give me like a paragraph or two to read, and then I'll read through it and then we'll talk about it. So like sometimes it's about, you know, recycling. Sometimes it's about the kids today kind of thing. You know, sometimes it's about fashion. It's different topics. And as we're speaking, she'll introduce to me new grammar that I can use based on those readings. But also when I'm trying to answer questions, she'll correct what I'm saying, like how I said something, or she'll give me a better way of saying it that sounds more natural. And we have a conversation. It's not a very good conversation because my Japanese kind of sucks, but you know, it's fun. But what she usually does is I'll say something and then she'll think about it and then rewrite it in a way that sounds more natural. And yesterday I said something and she starts typing. She goes, oh yeah, and she starts typing out what I said, or typing out what I could have said, and then says, actually, how you said it is perfectly good, and then deleted it. And then we kept going, and I thought, yes, I succeeded, I did it. It felt so good. It felt so good to get it right for once, you know? It was a basic ass sentence. It was like baby mode grammar, but still I did it. And as my therapist says, I'm not allowed to call things small victories. I'm not allowed to say that something was a little win or a small victory, you know, because a victory is a victory and you got to celebrate it no matter how small. So I took it and it was great. I feel great about it. So yeah, that was my little story. Language is fun. I love learning a language. Thanks, Orpheus. Yeah. I'm getting there. I mean, I'm still working on Renshu. I'm still working on reading. I'm getting to a point now with reading where I no longer try to translate as I go, you know? Like, I'll just read it, and if I don't understand what I'm reading, it's fine. I'll just keep going, because maybe in context I'll pick it up later. But regardless, like, I'm learning stuff. Reading is great. Reading is how I learned to speak English, you know? I was one of those kids who, apparently, according to my mom, I was one of those kids who was quiet for a long time. They were worried because I hadn't started speaking yet by the time like I should have spoken. And then one day I walk up to my mom and I asked for a cookie in like a full sentence. Like, just, I was one of those kids who started speaking in full sentences. And I think a lot of that had to do with reading, because I started reading very young. Loved reading. My mom likes to tell the story about how I she stopped reading stories to me because I would start correcting her. Like if she was tired, she would skip a sentence or two or a paragraph sometimes, and I'd say, you skipped that part. And eventually one time I said, no, you're reading this wrong. And she says, well, you read it yourself then. And then she never read to me again when I was a kid. I was such an asshole. God, I was an awful little kid. But yeah. Yeah, working on the Japanese. I will get there eventually. Eventually we'll get there. Anyway, that's enough yapping. Today we are playing more Teenage Exocolonist because this game rocks. I fucking love this game. And I don't quite recall where we were last, so I guess let's just get straight into it. I'm going to change my category. Destiny's not here to remind me, but I remembered myself. I was a Teenage Exocolonist. Done. Done. Did it actually take? Streamerbot, give me the thing. Did the thing. Alright, we ready to rock? Let's do this. Continue. My screen is so dusty. Head pets. Head pets. I got my Riki here named Pebble. I'm a little stressed out. I maxed out all of my physical skills, and I'm trying to increase some of these skills so that I can make a proper thembo. I'm 18 years old. The game ends at... You get like 1 year of 19, and then when you turn 20, the game's over. Nemi here is dating my arch nemesis. And she's not having a good time of things. I think that's what was happening, right? Yeah, she's dating Vase. Vase. Do I have any more bober fruit to give him? I don't. Alright, Vase. Once I find more bober fruit, I'm giving it to you. I think she's having trouble with Vase. Vase is kind of a dickhead, which we knew going in, so... Nemi should have known that. I guess there's nothing to do other than just keep going to the end of the colony. What does this give me again? This gives me bravery. What do I want to work on? That's the question. Bravery, creativity, persuasion, empathy. I am not going to care about any of these skills, I think. I think I'm going to work on these guys. If I get my empathy up, that would be great. Bravery and perception. Which I don't want to do. Oh, Cal, what's up? Narration time. Cal waves at you as you enter the garden, leaning on his shovel. Hey, Lon the Stepinator, he calls, but his eyes look past you down the path to where Anemone is beating the absolute tar out of a training dummy. Her fierce battle cries echo across the colony, making Cal wince. Oh, she's not doing well. She's been going totally hard lately, huh? He says. He scratches his face, smearing dirt across his cheek. She asked me yesterday if I wanted to spar with her. She said it would be good for self-defense. No. I don't like where this is going. Oh no. Oh, Nemi. Cal smiles sadly at the memory. I told her I don't want to fight. Not her, not a training dummy, and not anything on this planet. For real. I've never seen her get so mad at me. She called me a baby and told me I'm just gonna end up forcing everyone to protect me because I'm weak or helpless or whatever. Nemi is in an abusive relationship. Vase. Oh, this motherfucker. I'm gonna find the deepest hole and push Vase into it. Because now I'm willing to bet Vase is abusing her. This fucking game. He seems upset and stabs the ground a few times with his shovel. I don't think it's right to fight anyone, especially the Xenos. They were here first, he says. What do you think, Lon the Stepinator? Sometimes you don't have a choice, my guy. Jeez, you sound like an adult, Cal grumps. They always tell us to see both sides of an argument, but I tried, and He shrugs. I just think if you have to hurt someone to get what you need, you don't deserve to have it. What if your loved ones are in danger? I mean, that's totally scary, but you kind of shouldn't be putting your loved ones in situations where they could be in danger in the first place. Well, what if your life depends on it? How is that fair? Their life depends on it too, Cal retorts. You can't just decide that you get to live and they don't. Okay, Vash the Stampede from the anime Trigun. Oh, I want the butterfly and the spider to live. Well, sometimes it doesn't fucking work, Vash. Go cry about Rem Save Rem a little bit more. I love Trigun. Trigun's such a good story. I fucking hated Rem so much. What if... I don't know where the last one here is. I can see your point. Cal looks relieved. I'm glad you think so too. His eyes go back to Nemi. She stopped sparring with the training dummy and is looking up at the gardens as she has a drink. Neither she nor Cal wave at the other. Cal clenches his fist. There's gotta be a way to figure out how to live in peace with all the cool things that live on this planet, he says. Like, hey, look at this weed I saw growing over here. Oh. Cal has such strong convictions. It's about one of the things it's one of the things you like best about him, even if some people disagree with them. Learned Cal more? What did I learn about Cal? Huh? Learned Cal more. Okay. You spend a few hours with Cal in the garden as he shows off the area that he's getting ready for the next planting season. The adults are really starting to trust him with more planning as he gets older, and he beams with pride. When you finally head out, you're just as dirty as he is, but you feel so much lighter. Oh, more as in he's getting more responsibilities. I see. So if Nemi was talking about Cal, can I talk to Nemi? Here's Vase, piece of shit. Fuck you, Vase. Okay. Alright, how do I get empathy? What gives me empathy? I think it's humanities, right? At the school? There's tangent. That gives me creativity and persuasion. I think the only way to get empathy is to work with the animals, so I'm gonna keep doing this one. Congruence tells you today that... Congruence tells you that today you'll be learning about the history of capitalism on Earth. Ugh. Ugh. You mean why humans used to have nice things and now we just eat mashed trippet and soy cakes? Mars says smugly. Please. Earth humans might have messed everything up, but at least they had style. No, Mars. Ever patient, Congruence ignores Mars's contribution and projects a hall of it into the classroom. A solemn woman in weird clothes identifies herself as Haven Constance Odenheim, an educational designer for the Vertumna Group, and tells you that the following experience has been created specifically to teach you, the third generation of the group, about the largest contributing factor in Earth's destruction, capitalism. Sound off. Fucking right. You and the other students exchange worried looks. You spend the day in an interactive experience that covers the history of capitalism, from market feudalism to its transition to colonialism, then its major phases like industrialization, mass production, and corporatism. It ends with a discussion of how it collapsed in the late 21st century as wealth inequality and environmental concerns finally weakened its hegemony, along with the planet itself. It does sound horrible. The educational experience tells you that, despite being regarded by many as simply an economic system, capitalism had been responsible for more violence on Earth than any act of war. From its very beginnings as the colonial powers spread mercantilism across the planet, it required a constant supply of people to exploit through any means necessary. It took centuries for people to realize how horrible capitalism was, once people could no longer hide from its racist colonialist history. Go off, game. Fucking yeah. You're partway through the lesson when Cal realizes the parallels. But we live in a colony, don't we? Aren't we colonizing Vertumna? Isn't that wrong? Of course not, dummy, Mars reasons. There aren't any people here to take the land from, just a bunch of animals. Well, the animals count too, Mars. Cal nods in agreement, but Mars is not impressed. I squashed a Dorbs moth the other day, she retorts. Are you gonna put me in future jail for money crimes? Yikes, Londa Stebinator, you should just lock yourself in your room if you're so worried about hurting the environment. Mars, your hair is great, but damn girl, chill. Tangent watches this exchange silently, but turns her head and doesn't meet your eye when you look at her. Fuck. Alright, what do we got? The card game I'm bad at. All cards become blue, which is nice. This one gives plus to something. If I do 1, 3, 4, 5, 9. 39's a win for sure. 3, 4, 5 is good. All red cards under 5 become 5. So if I do this, 34, 7, 5, 5, 5. 41 is better than 39. That's for sure. I guess I'll go with this. 41's pretty good. Yep, that was the best I could have gotten. Nice. Stressed am I? 75. Alright. Nomi's fine, Tangent's fine, Nemi's fine, Bases, I don't care. Rex! Dog Twink Boy. You spot Rex carrying supplies and big pieces of wood into a huge tarped up section at the end of the lounge. He waves at you. Well, as much as a wave as he can do with his arms full of mushwood. Hey, Hayla? Hayla Lon the Stepinator, he calls out to you. Have you come to see the bar? Bar? Give him a questioning look, the bar. You don't know Rex super well. You've never heard anything about a bar. He gestures to the tarps. My bar, he says. I've been working on a special project ever since I joined the construction crew. The colony... I haven't done this in a week, y'all. He gestures to the tarp. My bar, he says. I've been working on a special project ever since I joined the construction crew. The colony needed a place to cut loose, you dig? He looks up at it, beaming with pride. I think it's about halfway done. You take a look at what you can see. Rex has kept it all pretty well tarped up and hates letting people inside to peek, but you can tell it's big. Perhaps a little too big. Ambitious, maybe, for a first solo construction project. But Rex has had a lot of help from his crew and from the whole colony. He'd have to be able to find enough wood. I'm sure it'll be great. Rex comes over to you and slings you into a one-armed hug. Just seeing you makes me super energized, he says. I can almost hear the music now. That's right, the bar's gonna have live music. You know anyone who plays an instrument? Buddy, I'm gonna work double time to finish this place. If you want to help, bring me all the mushwood you can find. Absolutely, my guy. Help Rex build something. I got you a present. Hugs incoming. Oof, Rex exclaims, mopping his brow. When they talk about dogs going into heat, this isn't what they meant. You got any water along the Stepinator? I'm sweating in spots I didn't know I had. Bro. Alright. How much mushwood do you want? Rex shoots you a smile. Nothing a dog likes more than a stick, right? Learned. Rex likes mushwood logs. Cool. Oh, do I need my engineering to be 40 before I can help him make this thing? Alright, give me a hug and then I'll get out of here. Mars? How you doing, Mars? You're fine. Cal's fine. My dad's fine. There's no goodies hanging around anywhere. How's Dice doing? You know what? I have never tried playing this with a controller. I wonder how this plays with a controller. If at all, you know? Alright, back to school. Back to school. I'm gonna get more humanities. Hopefully more persuasion. Yeah. I'm too stupid to be any of these. Study humanities. It's time for your end of term humanities project. You, Tang, and Mars are all very excited to finish this project, showing everything you've learned in this subject so far. One moment, there we are. Congruence helps you come up with your project idea. Pretend you're students 500 years from now and you're learning about the first colony on Vertumna. What sources of information would you be reading, watching, or listening to in order to learn about life back then? Create one of these artifacts for future students of the humanities. Oh. We should write a textbook, Tang says during your brainstorming session. The more we show we've learned, the more likely we'll pass the class. All we have to do is make sure everything is in there and we're done. Well, Mars rolls her eyes. That's so boring, Tang, she whines, putting her head on Tang's shoulder. Who wants to write the literal book? We should do something funny and stylish. Like, oh, we could make a music video. Tang looks horrified. We are not making a music video, she says, grimacing. Surely we can meet somewhere in the middle. Mars turns her head so she can kiss Tang on the cheek. Aww. The bridge of Tang's nose goes pink as her eyes dart to you nervously. Every band needs a bass player, Mars croons. Ooh, or a guitarist. Jesus. Tang shudders with her whole body, dislodging Mars, who giggles and relents. Okay, Mars says, let's be serious here. Tang's right, we have to do something that proves we learned everything about the subject that's worth knowing. Mars is right too, Tang admits. There's no shame in relying on her charisma. You mean my good looks? Mars asks, flipping her hair over her shoulder. Tang looks down at her hollow palm and smiles. Truly, what's better than gals being pals? No. You don't get to hit me with they were just friends. Fuck out of here with that. In the end, you agree to record a news segment about the colony's war on nature. What spin are you giving your news report? Oh boy. A rebel cry, down with war, a call to action, defend the colony, or just the facts? Yeah. Friends. Big ol' air quotes. In the end, you agree to record a news segment about the colony's war on nature. What spin are you giving your news report? I want to go with just the facts, personally. 95. Fuck me. Card becomes yellow. Okay. One slot will turn. Yeah, okay. So I guess I could do 3, 4, 5, right? 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'll take 20. 20 is not so bad. 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 5. I don't want this one because that kills me. That kills one kudos. Minus, I hate this one too. God, I wish I could get rid of some of my cards. I guess 2, 3. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. 5, I guess. Okay, well, I guess I'll use that. That's fine. Okay, get rid of that. Oh, I'd love some more yellow cards. More yellow cards would be fantastic. +3 on third stage of challenges. So this is the third stage of challenges. So I get that +3 right away. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is the third stage. That's weird. +2 to neighboring cards. I did this. If I did this, why does that get a +2? Oh, because of neighboring cards. Yeah, of course, Len. I did this. Oh, this is the last stage too. I need to... Oh no. Oh, not even close. Shit. Plus... Oh boy. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I think I might be cooked, chat. I think I might be cooked, chat. I don't know that there's anything I can do here. How about this? How about this? We pray for a different hand. Use crystals. Okay. Slightly different hand. Maybe this will work. Okay. +2 if in the first or last plane. +1 for each gem on another card. 2, 3, 4, or 4, 3, 4, I suppose. I did this. 4, 4, 4, 5, oh, God almighty. I don't know that I can get to 53. I might have to just give up. Eight. 31 gets me closer. +1 for each card with a gem, which I just don't have. 4, 5. Maybe if I did 3, 4, 5, 34, 31. I did this. 38. I think this is it. I think I have to give up. I could only have gotten 38. Wow. You, Tang, and Mars pour everything you have into your final project. You hand it in. Congruence doesn't need to go silent in order to think, so you know it's bad when she does it for show. Ah, she says. I'm afraid this doesn't align with any of my metrics for success. Are you certain you grasped the material? Looks like you won't be putting the past behind you this month. Luckily, you can keep trying until you get it right. Wow. That sucks. Well, I still got my French. I still got my points for it. That's something. You perk. Plus a 5% chance to gain 1 extra skill. That's nice. Sorry, Tangent. I'm sorry I made us fail. Tangent, what are you into? I still don't know what you like. Not that I know. Not that I have anything to give you. I know I need a break soon. Butterfruit! Oh, chat. You know who this is going to? You know who's getting a boba fruit for Christmas? Oh. Nemi, get away from him. Fuck you, Vase. Nemi, are you alright? Is he giving you shit? Late night, early morning, you know how it is. I don't know how it is, but I know Vase is a fucking asshole. Enjoy your boba fruit, dipshit. I'm glad we're not friends, asshole. Fuck you, Vase. Alright. I want to talk to Rex, video game. Let me go to Rex. There we are. You got a whole tired face, don't talk to me thing going on. It's real butch of you. Here, have a boba fruit, Rex. Alright. Anything outside? Nomi's outside. I think you can only ever get one thing from the land, you know? Like, I don't think there's ever more than just one thing. Alright. I guess we'll go back to something that only costs 10 stress. What could only cost us 10 stress? That gives us 5 stress. That's 10 stress. But I don't need to work on that. Perception is nope, I have that maxed. Bravery. Maybe I'll just... I don't know. 15 stress, 15 stress, 15 stress, no good. Oh, my mouse is messing up. There we go. Empathy. I bet you I'll only get 10 stress from working with the animals. Willing to bet. 10 to the animals. 10 stress. I called it. And that gives me empathy, so... I will gladly take that. People don't really like to talk about it, but some of the animals on the ranch, they're good eating. You don't raise anything for slaughter alone, but it's inevitable that some animals are just too old to produce food, or too sick or too ill-tempered to keep around the other animals. One such bristle slug's time has come. He's older than the rest and has stopped producing berries. Not that the males produce as many as the females in the first place. He shakes his feeble crown of berries at you, lowing gently as you and Cal prepare to take it to the slaughterhouse. Never gonna get used to this part, Cal says, watching as you loop a lead around its neck. I mean, I don't even like the idea of eating their berries, you know? Berries, milk, honey, it just feels kind of gross. But meat? Cal continues, scrunching up his nose. Meat is definitely wrong. You're lucky the colony doesn't need the food. You wonder if Cal would change his mind if he was starving. I don't like either of these options. I want a third option that just says, yeah, man, it's all good. I respect your decision even though I don't align with it, you know? Ugh. What? June. Hold on, really? June's FF14 model looks exactly like me, but with different hair? Really? I mean, that's fair because I am absolutely adorable. My FF14 character is very adorable. So. Me too, June! Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Meat is delicious murder. I'm gonna say meat is delicious because... whatever. You and Cal guide the bristle slug to the slaughterhouse, passing Nemi on patrol. Ooh, she says, shouldering her blast rifle. Meat's on the menu tonight. Here, sluggy, sluggy, sluggy. Oh, God. It's been a day. I know it has. June, I've been around for a minute and a half. Uh-oh, I'm getting DMs on Discord. You do look like me. The same hair and all. I'm sorry to tell you, though, June. June. I'm cuter, though. Oh, no. Oh, no. You're covering Nemi's face, June. No. Oh, no, June. Are you gonna try and get to 200 now? Oh, boy. Oh, no. I'm glad I shortened the time on the animation for this. Oh boy. Oh, here we go. Hi, Seka. Okay, we're gonna continue, and hopefully it doesn't cover the game too much. You and Cal... Oh, here, Sluggy, Sluggy, Sluggy. Cal frowns and pats the bristle slug. Gross, Nemi, don't be rude. It's a living thing, like you and me. Look at its cute face. Hi, Seka. It doesn't know what I'm saying. Nemi laughs, then puts her hands on her knees to get eye level with the bristle slug. Who's a tasty hunk of steak? It's you, it's you! Cal steps between Nemi and the bristle slug, and she stands up again. Oh, come on, Cal, we have to eat. What's one little bristle slug gonna hurt the planet? We're not gonna be a small colony forever, Cal retorts. Why not think about conservation now? I'm kind of with Cal on this one. Why start ever? Nemi shoots back. We're omnivores. Look at our teeth. She opens her mouth wide and shows off her teeth. Let me do it with my actual thing. See? Our bodies need to eat. Ow, that hurt. Or need meat, I suppose. Oh, that actually hurt. Oh. Hey, it turns out my lip is a little chapped. Ow. We've been doing just fine on a vegetarian diet, Cal says. He shoves the bristle slug's reins in your hands and takes a few steps towards Nemi. Plus, we're smarter than our bodies. We have soy and beans, we have farms. We can grow our own protein. Just because we had to eat meat to survive... So you do think that it's okay to eat meat to survive, Nemi crows, which sets off a shouting match. You stand there with the bristle slug's reins in your hand, both of you completely ignored while Cal and Nemi yell it out. It turns its big head towards you and blinks, waiting placidly for your instructions. June, what number are you going to? Because maybe I'll wait until you're done. Although ads are coming up soon. Oh, it's bath time. Cloud thinks I smell bad. June, have you seen my bath? Big stretch. I don't know if you've been around since I got my bath one, June. One free yawn for you. You have seen my bath. Okay. I quite like my bathhouse. It's nice. It's just hot where you are. Me too. It is 32 degrees outside right now without humidity. I don't know what it is with humidity. Did you hydrate? I did. I'll do it again just for you. It has been warm. It's been brutal out lately. Okay. Waiting for your instructions. We need to get going. We should slaughter all the males. Let's just keep him around, sneak away, and release him. We should slaughter all the males. Why would this be a choice? I don't know how I feel about this one. Need precision 20 or greater. We should slaughter all the males. Of these? Or of us? Because I'm not. Like, I'm not. You've returned, but you can't stay. That's okay. Thank you so much for coming back. Hey, I hope whatever you get to see, you enjoy. And my VODs always go up on my YouTube, eventually, when I remember to post them. But yeah, hey, I guess I should mention that I have a YouTube, and I use it specifically just to store my VODs. I don't do anything else on that channel yet. Heated 35 degrees. Fuck that. That is too hot out. I hate going out when it's super muggy out and it's like 40 something with humidity and the air just sticks to you. You know, like you can feel the air around you. Ugh, I hate it. In a lot of ways, I prefer winter. Autumn is my favorite season, but in a lot of ways, I prefer winter. I'm just gonna say we need to get going because I don't know how I feel about this one. We should slaughter all the males. That just seems stupid. We need to get going. Cal and Nemi stop arguing abruptly, but you can feel the resentment lingering in the air. Yeah, you're right, Cal says begrudgingly. All right, big guy, let's go. Get to work. Tending the Hanimals. We got 3, 4, 7, 7, 9. 10 kudos if total equals the goal. 3, 4, 7, 7, 9. Well, I'm a little short. 3, 4. How about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. 49 is more than 40, but 31. 49. I'll take 49. That's fine. I could have done better. Damn it. I could have gotten 53. How? Shit. All right. Well, that's fine. I hope you're keeping cool, Cloud. Hopefully you got the AC running and or a swamp cooler or I'm stressed or something. I'm gonna hang out with the animals, the critters. Wait, before I do that, leave. Ad starting in 2 minutes. 2-minute warning, everyone. Got the AC going and a fan guiding into the nice. It's important. AC is going to become like the most important thing as the whole planet cooks because capitalism, you know? Every place is going to need air conditioning soon. 28 to 30 during the day, but it's cooler at night. Ugh. Yeah. I think we have a heat warning right now too. Again. This summer has sucked. Seriously? Like, this has been not a great summer. It's been too hot, too wet, no wind. Like, it's just not been a good summer, weather-wise. Relax in the park. You play with your freaky pebble. Wow, look at this little guy. Little cat octopus mushroom thing. He's so cute. You play with your freaky pebble, hanging out with them just outside the walls. It's uneventful, which is exactly what you needed. You try to teach them some simple commands. Stay, follow, speak. It's adorable watching them tilt their head from side to side when they're trying to figure something out. They don't seem to really get it, but you get the impression they're trying. You quickly realize the Vriki must be named after the sound they make when they're happy. A whirring, clicking noise. For a weird spider tentacle creature, it's really cute. Look, it's so cute! Yay. Do I want to forget? Man. No, I don't want to forget either of these. I want to forget my other cards. God damn it. Whatever. Yeah, I'll keep my memories. Summer was less terrible than people thought it would be. We had hot days, but like weeks of overcast and rain, it was so nice. Oh, I wish. I wish it was nice. I'm turning 19 soon, y'all. Soon my life will end. I mean, if nothing else, I've been able to get out onto the boat, like just being on the boat. I've only been out sailing once this season. But I suppose so long as I think I came to that realization the other day, as stupid as it sounds. Like, I own the boat. It's my boat. I can do whatever the fuck I want on it. And maybe that isn't sailing every weekend. Maybe that's just hanging out on the boat, you know? It's my boat to use as I wish. God damn it. Spoken like a true new gen person. I don't know about that. I'm old, Sekka. We know this. Oh, I'm so old. I'm 36 years old. Ooh, my bones. You're dead. Oh, in the game. Yeah, no, I'm almost dead. I'm 18. I will soon be 19. And then the game ends when you're 20. So. Okay, we got ads starting up in like a minute. I'm just going to play through them because I'm enjoying this game. I want to keep going. So. Please use your favorite ad blocker of choice and or picture-in-picture to continue watching. Or, worst case scenario, subscribe to me if you want to get access to my emotes because they're very, very cute. Oh, we continue. Mars and Tang are late for humanities class a lot this month. You try to ask them what's up, but they only exchange glances and change the subject. They're fucking. Oh, they fucking. Mars and Tang are an item. I'm calling it right here. Okay, I need to hit 40. 2, 4, 4, 5, 6, 8. And there's the ads, everyone. All cards become blue. Card to the right becomes 5. So, period? Yeah. Set neighbor's value to 6. Okay. Plus 6 if this has the highest value. Plus 6 if this has the highest value. Plus 1 to challenges. Hey, well, plus 10 kudos if it equals the goal exactly. I'll do that. I could have gotten 53? Christ. Okay, enjoy your lurk, Orpheus. Have fun lurking in the shadows. Oh, it's glow now, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlethems. Shit's about to go down right now. Oh, I want to get my crystal. There's always a crystal during glow. There's Cal, there's Dad. No crystals back here. There's Dice. Nemi and Vase. Can't go outside. Can't go over there. There's the crystal. Thank you. Okay. Alright. Where's Nomi? Where is everyone? Like, where's Nomi and Mars and Rex and all of them, you know? Tangent's right here. Alright. We are going to study humanities once again. Because my combat skills are primo right now. I don't have to worry about those at all. We're going to keep working on this stuff, though. You're heading back to your quarters at the end of the day, and as you pass by the medbay, you hear shouts and scrambling from within. Several surveyors have come back with serious wounds, not the usual broken limbs and sunstroke. One of them is holding a towel to her own leg, staunching blood flow from a massive animal bite. Another looks nearly blinded from acid. It looks like chaos in there. Oh, biology 50 or greater? What's my biology at? That's actually kind of close. I will watch unobtrusively. Yuck, that was terrible. Dr. Instance fixed them up, but there was a lot of blood. It really seems like she could use an assistant nurse. It's hard to look away while Instance is operating. You learn a thing or two about human anatomy, but lose your appetite for dinner in the process. 35? Bonus to straights? Why just the straights? Give me a bonus to the gaze. 455. 2, 455. 4, 5, 4, 5, 5. Nope, that's no good. I could literally get all 5s here. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Oh, that's even worse. Wow, okay. Oh, because... There we go. I can't imagine this is the best possible one, but we're gonna go for it. Oh, it was! Cool. Here we go. And the ads are done. Y'all are back just in time for the attack. You're heading to bed when the sirens begin to wail, heralding the beginning of the yearly Xenofauna attack. Outside your window, you see the soldiers begin to form up. This year, Nemi is heading up her own squad. You see her red hair bobbing along with the others as she rushes to defend the walls. Rush out after her. Nemi looks at you in surprise, but nods when she sees you're ready to fight. Someone hands you a blast rifle and you join her squad on the walls. You stand shoulder to shoulder with Nemi and watch the Xenos mass on the far side of the firebreak. Look at them all, she says darkly. They just keep coming more and more every year. What are they even waiting for? Why don't they just attack already? She shoots a look at the rest of her squad, all of them Helios, mostly young adults like you, and lowers her voice. I just want to get it over with, you know? She confides in you. These Helios learned to march before they could walk. I want to prove I can handle myself as well as they can. She runs her fingers down the barrel of her blast rifle where she stenciled the name Kombucha. Oh. A lowing from the forest draws your attention back to the enemy line. The wall of animals is approaching in eerie unison, their footsteps drumming a rumbling tattoo across the ground. Nemi clutches her rifle tightly. Okay, here goes. The animals approach the wall at a steady pace, but stop short of the walls. Instead, they mill around outside the colony near the garrison. In the eerie silence, you hear the sudden crack of blast rifle fire, and a flying creature falls to the ground. You hear Security Chief Rhett from his post on the walls telling his squad to hold their fire. His voice rings through the still, expectant air. The Xenos are just standing there. Then... an explosion rocks the colony, the shockwave hitting you like a physical blow, and then the heat right after like walking into a wall of fire. You're pelted with debris raining down from the sky. A column of smoke billows from a burning section of wall near the garrison. From the thick belt of shock that ripples through the colony, you can't imagine it was on purpose. Nemi recovers first, letting out a strangled war cry. Those assholes, she yells. They knew our weakest point. How? She gestures to the flood of Xenos pouring through the gaping hole in the wall. There, she orders. Protect the gates. Shoot them from the walls. Fight. Holy shit. This won't end well. Why is this one locked in here? Why is it blue? Oh, video game. Why are you doing this to me? +1 to the left if card is blue. +1 if this has the highest value. Well, it don't. So... set nearest neighbor to 7, or 6. 91? Fuck me. Okay. So I can get 13, I can get 17, I can get 13, I can get 12. Alright, we're just gonna go for it. 17. +1 for each unplayed card, sure. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7 is pretty good. We'll take that. Okay. I need to make 44. Can I do that with this hand? I don't have any more blue cards, so that's not great. Oh boy, oh boy. +2 to neighboring these cards. So if I do... this, 2. No, that's not gonna happen. 6, 6, 5. Oh, lordy, lordy, this game. Change suit to that. This card right here is ruining me. This card has just completely screwed it. If I do 4, 5, 6, 31. How many mushwoods do I have? I could cheese it with the mushwoods. That might be my best bet. This card right here, man. I'm gonna have to cheese it with the mushwoods. If I can get this to... Do I get a +1? Oh, now it's yellow. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, I cheesed it. Don't even care. That's fine. The Xenos pour through the smoking hole in the wall, wave after wave of creatures of all sizes. Fist-sized insects all the way up to megafauna like bushbubs and muckwalkers, great lumbering beasts the likes of which you've never seen. The largest ones soak up the gunfire and smash through the defenders on the ground, while the smaller, faster creatures make for the ship and the geoponics dome. As your squad is getting in the rhythm of defense, Governor Lum storms up the steps. You can see the whites all around his furious eyes as he grabs both you and Nemi by your shirt fronts, almost hauling you off your feet. Which one of you did it, he growls. Which one of you set the bomb? Fuck you. It wasn't us, Nemi exclaims, clutching Lum's forearm. Lum releases you with a snarl. It had to be an inside job, someone with access to the garrison. One of you Exocolonists, he spits. You're all traitors to humanity. He looks burned, possibly badly. Parts of his uniform are still smoldering. You wonder if he and his squad were near the explosion, if people are dead because of it. He rounds on Nemi. Give me command of your squad, he orders. I'm taking them down to the courtyard to engage the enemy directly. I took a chance on you, Anemone, but you can't be trusted just like the rest of them. Fuck you, dude. My squad? Nemi stammers. She looks conflicted. Lum is the governor and outranks her as a soldier. But he's Lum. His plan is bound to be dangerous or even suicidal. The rest of the squad are Helioborn, yes, but they're also just teenagers like you. Don't you need us up here supporting defenders from the walls? She chances to suggest. Yeah, we're more useful up here. +5 rebellion. Lum doesn't look convinced, but your support emboldens Nemi. She stands up straighter and hardens her expression. I can't send my people into close combat, she says firmly. We're trained for range defense, not melee. The governor looks at your squad mates, but none of them make a move to follow him. He curls his lip in disgust and stalks away. Your squad stays on the wall, providing ranged support for the people fighting below. The air is thick with smoke and chaos, but when it clears you can tell that, against all odds, the defenders have regained the upper hand. The courtyard is littered with bodies, human and Xeno both, and in the distance you can see that the geoponics domes are shattered and part of command is on fire. The colony was staggered by the explosion, the attack from within. Wow. In the quiet following the battle, the colony comes out of hiding to gather in the courtyard, surveying the damage. Governor Lum is on the warpath. I'll find who did and I'll have their goddamn head, he yells. I want every single strato lined up and questioned. Those were our explosives. I want to know who set that goddamn bomb. Buddy, you and everyone from the strato are hauled aside and questioned on your whereabouts prior to the attack. Everyone, that is, except Dice. He's nowhere to be found, dead or alive. It was Dice. I knew it. Buddy. I'm turning 19 soonish. Oh! And then I will die. Game ends at the age of 19. Wow. Do we get any older? No. Alright, so this is our final look. This is how we look now. Anemone is still dating Vase for some goddamn reason. Alright. Well, that do make me wonder where Vase is at. Or, not Vase, Dice. Where Dice is at. Yeah, Dice is just gone. These don't even give me friendship with Dice anymore. Whoa. Okay. Damn. I'm gonna have to befriend Dice at some point. Oop, a thing. Medicinal roots. I wonder if Tangent will like medicinal roots. Right? I think I may have tried that with her though already. What the hell does Tangent like? Seriously, girl, what do you like? Medicinal roots. Do you like medicinal roots? Learned. She likes medicinal roots. This is interesting, is all Tang says, taking the roots and turning them over in her hands. Her lip curls in distaste at the dirt that still clings to them. No, really, she protests when she sees the look on your face. I'm going to analyze these roots to see if they have any useful properties. They might be medicinal. She turns to walk away, then remembers herself. Thank you, she adds, almost as an afterthought. I figured it out! I finally figured out what Tangent likes. That's all I know about her. Holy shit. That's fine, I guess. Overwrite. Alright. We're gonna keep working on our persuasion. Tang flags you down in the hallway. Oh, Lawn the Stepinator, do you have a moment? You go out on expeditions, right? She asks. At least, far more than I do, or would ever wish to. So would you mind doing me a favor? Sure. It's a small thing, really, and I'm to understand it's not terribly dangerous either, Tang replies. I simply need you to bring me some Hopi eggs. Or Hopi eggs. The next time you come across a nest out there. I would ask Dice, but, well, she makes an evocative, dismissive gesture. Why? For science, obviously, Tang replies. It's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Just bring me some eggs, or you can tell the chief engineer why you're holding me back. Okay. That's all I ask, Tang replies primly. They're quite common if the reports from the foragers are to be believed. They tell me that they commonly find nests in the Valley of Vertigo. It's positively lousy with them. Okay, I can find you an egg. 39 plus 3 bonus to pairs. Of which I only have a couple. 4, 4, 5, 6. 3. 4, 4, 4, 5, 6. I'll take that. Possibly. Yes. Yes. Getting there. The investigation into the bombing during the Glow attack continues all month. Governor Lum and his goons can't find a way to pin it on any of the Stratos, and over time people come to accept that Dice was probably the culprit. The rumor doesn't make anyone feel better, but it does take the heat off the others, including yourself. As usual for this time of year, your dreams have been more vibrant and invasive. You have trouble distinguishing dream from reality during the day, and you dread falling asleep at night. Huh? How did that Hopi get into your room? They're so cute! Is that what a Hopi looks like? Oh, it's adorable. Follow it. You chase it out your balcony door and find yourself on a thickly wooded path, the mushwood pressing in close on every side. The light is weird here, pink and glittering, casting teal shadows. The Hopi disappears down a hole in the ground, and without thinking you dive after it, squeezing your shoulders to fit through. You tumble into a cave, beautiful and surreal, shimmering with a light that seems to come from within. When you take a step forward, granules of pink sand crunch underfoot. The cave opens out to a forest that seems lifted from a fairy tale. The sunlight beams through breaks in the trees, illuminating a path of mushroom-ringed stepping stones that lead you to a small cottage. You spot the Hopi hurrying further down the path. Uh-oh. Oh no, now I actually don't know what to pick. Visit the cottage, follow the Hopi. Follow the Hopi. Past the cottage is a field dotted with hunched-over figures. You watch them tend the crops with simple, robotic motions, not caring as you tromp through their work. Their straw hats and overalls look tattered, and when you pass close to one, you realize they're not human at all. They're made of metal. Sightless glass eyes stare back at you, metal faces pockmarked with rust. The rasp of their terrible creaking floods your ears like a cloud of cicadas. The closest robot turns to you, its glass eyes shine red, and it grabs you by the wrist. Its grip is painful, bringing you to your knees in the loamy dirt. It pushes you down, planting you like a seed. The ground swallows you, and you can't even cry out. You're falling. You land hard on solid ground, your breath whooshing from you. It's hot here, impossibly hot. The twin suns beat down on you, burning your skin on contact, and the air is almost painful to breathe. In all directions stretches a barren wasteland of dead trees like bones puncturing the dry skin of the planet. You rise from the dusty, cracked earth and begin to walk, stumbling over the bones of unknown creatures. You don't know where you're walking, only that the horizon doesn't change. The red sky just stretches overhead like a great bowl of heat pressing down on you. A great roar shakes you and you turn to see a chimeric nightmare, a manticore, but with Governor Lum's face. He towers over you from a podium, his claws clacking and his tail thrashing as he proselytizes. We primeval forests felling, he chants. We the rivers stemming, piercing deep the mines within. We the surface broad surveying, we the virgin soil upheaving. Overhead the sky is streaked with smoke. You hear a rumbling in the distance. Run from the monster. Stand to face it. Fuck you, Lum. You plant your legs and refuse to look away from the beast. With a yell from behind you, Mars appears and swings a sword made of light at the Lum abomination. Its head rolls across the dirt, but it continues to speak. You turn from the scene and walk away, feeling the memory of it cling to you as you push and claw your way through to another reality. You stumble forwards into a dark glowing forest, blessedly cool air brushing your cheeks, thick with moisture and making your face wet as if you've been crying. The path wends upwards, flanked by humanoid figures carrying candles. Some are wearing robes, some armor, some lab coats and enviro suits and formal wear. Some are elderly and some barely 10 years old. All turn to look at you, and you realize with a jolt, they're you. Me in my other lives? Every single one of them is you. You see yourself reflected in their eyes as they gaze upon you dispassionately, a line of possibilities stretching out as far as you can see. The Hope Eye crouches between the ranks and gazes solemnly out as you pass. You walk steadily upward, feeling their unflinching gaze follow you. Overhead, the wormhole hangs in the sky like an overripe fruit, bending the heavy branch of space and time towards you. It's so close you feel as if you could touch it. You stretch your hand out, seeking. You wake up. Milky quiet sunlight pours through your window, flakes of bromide snow piling up against the glass. You feel as tired as when you went to bed. It's your birthday. You're 19 years old. Only one more year as a teenager. Wow. Dang. Okay. I want to try and find dice. I am so curious about dice. Nemi's doing alright. Plus Tang wants some eggs, so I guess let's go hunt for eggs, yeah? How are we doing, chat? We enjoying this so far? Eggs, yippee. Wahoo, yippee, yippee, wahoo. Good, I'm glad. Alright, let's, this gives me perception and biology. Biology, which I have a hard time learning. And perception, which I have maxed out. Perception animals, bravery perception. I do want to forage in the valley, though, because I feel like that's where dice might be. So that's okay. We don't have much stress. We don't have a lot of free room for stress, but we can do our best here. Oh, there's an egg. There you go, Tang. Here's a boba fruit. Couple of boba fruits for Vase. There's, what's her face? Oh, that's right. I picked up the thing that lets me walk past stuff now. Vriki are carnivores, you think, but the juveniles are too small to take out anything larger than an insect. Not so much the case with this one. The Vriki blocking your path is pretty large, probably about as tall as your waist, and is growling at you over the carcass of something even bigger, which seems to be missing its head. Yuck. You're not sure if it killed or scavenged the dead animal, but it's dragged it onto the path and looks ready to fight you for it. I'll just wait for it to leave. Oh, that gave me more stress. You back off and wait. It sits there and gnaws at that animal slowly for hours. It's disgusting. Eventually, it rolls over and takes a nap, its many legs kicked up in the air and its tummy bulging. You try to sneak by, but it wakes back up with a hiss. It drags the rest of the carcass off into a tree, and you can finally pass. Oh, my stress is through the roof. Well, that's okay. We got a couple eggs. We're gonna run through this and try and find, we're gonna try and find dice. But we are gonna talk to, what's her face here? Utopia. The paths are narrow and in constant need of a repair. There's a team working here trying to repair where one of the jelly arches has collapsed and covered the path in 30 centimeters of sticky goop. Utopia waves you over. Hey, Lon the Stepinator, can you give us a hand? We can't get vehicles through here until this is cleared, and it's gonna take all day. You might have a better plan. Use biology. This is gonna stress me out. 8? 7, 8. Plus 10 stress. I am not using this one. 21. Okay. That's a wild card. I'll take that. 2. Wait. 2. 3. God, what a bad hand this is. This will get me down to 33, which I might be able to do with an 8. I guess we'll find out. Okay. Here we go. +3 on 3rd stage of challenges. Right? Maybe? Maybe. I can't use this one. Okay, we have a pair. 2 of a kind is good. 4, 4, 8, 8, 5. By 1, are you kidding me? 3, 4, 5? No. 8, 8, 5. 32, 32. You bitch. Whatever. 34. I could have gotten 41. I don't know how I could have gotten 41. That's okay. Oh yeah, you've seen this stuff desiccate in low humidity like in dust. You throw powdered desiccant over it and let physics do its work. It's easier to plow through a bunch of plumped up granules of desiccant gel than it is to shovel all the slimy muck. You save a few hours. Nice. Alright, we're getting there. We're going to avoid a bunch of these things because I don't need to deal with them. I just need to get a bunch of eggs and then find Tangent. Or I guess deliver them to Tangent. I want to find dice is what I want to do. Egg. Yellow flower over there. Yellow flower over there. Egg. Ricky. Yellow flower. Egg. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ricky. Hopi. Oh, okay. I was gonna poke the boba fruit. I was gonna go poke the big guy, but I'd rather poke the Hopi. Egg. Oh no! Shit. You come on the tree in a large grassy clearing in the middle of is a well. No shit. I really, really want to poke the Hopi. Leave it. No, I don't want to go home. Shit. All right. I said I wouldn't. I said I wouldn't save scum, but I'm going to. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna skip. I guess I'm not gonna skip her. Okay. We'll do this again. We will just do exactly what we did last time. I guess I have a second chance here. 4, 5. If I put a 2 over here, and then... Oh, I have slightly different cards this time. That's interesting. 8, 8. I have slightly different cards this time. That's really interesting. 3, 3. 3. Yeah, sure. I'll take it. I'll have to use a card this time. Blah, blah, blah. Save a few hours. Okay. Let me save this real quick. Because I want to poke that Hopi. We're going to skip all of the other events. Hopi, not Hopi. I don't know why I keep saying Hopi. Skip you. Pick up that egg. Skip you. Pick up that boba fruit. Go back up. Skip the egg. Pick up the boba fruit. Okay. Question mark, question mark. There's a yellow flower over there. That's fine. Egg. Okay, so that was one instance of save scumming. You can all... How could I? Oh no. I have broken my promise to chat. How could I? Freaky. Yellow flower. Okay. Yeah, if you do it once, it makes it much easier to do it again, right? Popeye. You spot a Hopeye nest, just like Tangent asked you to find. There are 9 eggs inside, all packaged up in what looks like a delicate spun glass cocoon. I forgot that Tangent wants Hopeye eggs, not regular Xeno eggs. So I collected a bunch of eggs for nothing. You don't see the parents. Leave it alone for now. Steal some eggs. You break a little hole in the cocoon and put 3 of the eggs in your basket. They're a little gooey. You hope they don't break. You turn to leave and come face to face with an adult Hopeye. Understandably, it looks spittin' mad. It drums its powerful. They're so cute. They're so cute. They got eyes for ears. It drums its powerful foot on the ground in warning, and 4 more pop out of the undergrowth and start hissing at you. You should have known these sociable little creatures raise their young communally. Throw the eggs and run, use animal psychology, or kill one of them. Animal psychology. You learn from the Holopedia that the 2 different sets of eyes on a Hopeye have different purposes. The large bulging eyes on top are hardwired for perceiving danger, but their small forward-facing ones are more concerned with finding food. If you're not food and you're not danger, you throw yourself onto your belly and wriggle away while the Hopeyes stare at you curiously. When you're a safe distance away, they return to poking at their violated nest in confusion. That's so cute! I wormed my way away. Do a little bit of worm grunting. As Digi do. You're too worn out and tired to continue, you have to go home. Okay, didn't find dice, but I did find the Hopeye. And I got basically nothing for that. That's okay. Welcome to mid-quiet. Or welcome to late quiet, I mean. I think it's my birthday soon? I guess it was my birthday. I am 19. Soon I will die. Y'all have seen that meme, right? The asking kids to picture what it'll be like when they're 40. And one of the kids wrote down like, I have just turned 40 years old. I am old and I need a cane. Soon I will die. It's like, damn kids. So cute, you destroyed a family, yay! That family never saw what hit them. Alright, Tangent. Oh good, Tang says, barely looking up from her microscope. Another thick-skulled cretin coming to interrupt my work. What do you want? Fucking Tangent, we're like pretty good friends, actually. Rex has a friendship with me of like 10 and he treats me better than you do. What's your problem? Also, do you not want the eggs or what? Damn, girl. Seriously. I'm gonna hang out in here. Okay, chill. You're quiet this whole time, and now you come and shoot me? How could you? That's not good parenting, Spooky. If you keep doing that, I'm gonna rebel. I'm gonna rise up against the system. I'm gonna have unprotected sex and drink alcohol. I demand your location, huh? June! God damn it. Oh, and Seka comes in with the steppies. Oh, lordy. What do you mean you demand my location? What do you want, Spooky? What do you mean? What does that mean, even? Lewd Corum, what are you talking about? I'm as innocent as they come. I am so... Chad, I'm so innocent. You have no idea. I'm not lewd. Why would I be lewd? Look at this body. This isn't a lewd body. This is for purity and innocence. And good times. Lewd. How dare. Okay. June, you weren't supposed to remember what I said 2 minutes ago. Jesus. Oh, you did do that. Oh, I see what you did. Hey, maybe I should learn to read like my own things, huh? Yes, Spooky did gain the lens real-time location from the thing. One day, June, you're just gonna like spend an entire stream doing the root hack and getting a bunch of stuff. Unless you want to like collect these. How many points do you have though, for real? Because of, okay, not to do any callouts or anything, but because of people like June and Nick and like a couple of people like hammering that redeem, I purposefully shortened the animation to make it shorter so it's not on screen for as long. And I went through all of the text that ISO says whenever you do a thing, and I shortened it a lot so that it doesn't fully fill up chat. You noticed? Listen, I don't want to piss off my other viewers, you know? I worry constantly that things are annoying. It used to be long enough chain go on forever. Yeah, I know, and I stopped that. You think it's cool? Thank you. Valve Deckard blueprints. God, I wish that stupid headset would come out already. It was peak? June, what do you mean was? It is peak. You enter the lounge several times this month to find Rex and Cal practically fused to some of the beanbag chairs. They're glassy-eyed and giggling, surrounded by snacks. They're glassy-eyed and giggling and surrounded by snacks. Bold of you for thinking we are actual viewers? Well, June, what does that make you? June, Seka, what does that make you? I'm illiterate. I think y'all have realized that I'm illiterate. Weirdos. No, they're high. They're high as a kite. Milking the squeeger or facing the eye beast. I like both of those. I'm gonna keep them. The June iris spreads. It's a real June-cident. You find Tangent in engineering and set down the bag of squelchy, goopy hop-eye eggs. Her eyes go wide. You found them, she exclaims. That's wonderful. I was beginning to think you'd forgotten all about my request. Tangent, I did it literally the soonest I possibly could have. You asked me for the eggs and I went out and got them immediately. Game. Confessions of a Jailbird, Memoirs of a Corvid Yakuza Member. So in the game Eclipse Phase, one of the bodies you can play as, like one of the morphs you can choose, is an uplifted Corvid. So you can be a crow, you can be a raven, you could be a blue jay, you could be whatever. But you can be a bird. And literally I mean a bird, like you're a bird. A lot of the uplifted raven morphs have like a prosthetic that wraps around sort of their torso that gives them arms so they can have little grabby hands, if, you know, because hands are useful, realistically. But you don't need to have them. You can just be a bird. Eclipse Phase is so cool, and one day I'm going to run it for my friends. I desperately want to run that game all day, every day. I love Eclipse Phase so much. And maybe if, maybe when we finish Wildsea or Mythic Bastion Land, I can play Eclipse Phase instead. I can run that for all y'all instead. We'll see. I am too stupid to analyze this process. So, she reaches for the eggs but stops. Wait, what is that sound? Are they? They are. You hear a wet cracking sound coming from the bag. You're about to witness the miracle of life, Vertumnus style. What do you do? Enjoy the magic. It's not every day you get to witness a new life being born. You and Tang watch and wonder as the gel-like shell of the largest hop-eye egg splits like a ripe melon in the sun, spilling out a tiny, squirmy pink baby and a small puddle of amniotic fluid. Look how cute they are! This is what June looks like on this alien planet. Oh, they only have one leg! Neat. That's kind of cool. This is an alien June right here. You watch the last two eggs intently, but through the clear eggshells, you can't see any movement inside at all, not even a heartbeat. It's okay, Tang says. We only need one. Oh no, is she gonna cut it open? Oh no. The tiny hop-eye is on its feet, well, foot, within minutes, taking cautious little hops on the sleek surface of the lab bench. Magnificent, Tangent says, keeping the palm-sized hop-eye from falling off the table. I expected them to be helpless at birth, like kittens or birds, not already moving around like an ungulate. Incredible. I can't wait to study it. Wait. But wait, though. But it's so cute, though. I'm keeping it. Sorry, tangent. You're going to what? Tang deadpans. After I specifically asked for you to bring it back to me. She sighs. You're the worst, Lon the Stepinator. But I suppose it's your decision. But it's a little baby. It is kind of cute in a way, Tang says, rubbing under its little nubbin chin with her finger. What are you gonna name it? Okay, chat, I need your help with this one. The last one, chat named my Vriki, so I need y'all to name one of these two. We got Mrs. Hoppington, Sir Hopsalot, Hoptimus Prime, Hop Solo, or literally anything. Seka, I'm taking this away from you. Because you named Pebble, I think. Did you name Pebble? Or it could be something else. Like, I get a text box. I can put literally anything I want in here. I guess you didn't name the Vriki. Who named the Vriki? One of you named the Vriki. Something else. Judy Hobbs. Alien June. June, but a Junicator? No, hold on. June, but she's an alien. How about this? How about this? Beautiful. I'm going with this one. Sorry, Seka. You pick up your baby June. You pick up your baby June, but she's an owl, and hold it to your chest. I guess there was a character limit. You pick up your baby June, but she's an owl, and hold it to your chest. Better be careful with it. You're a parent now. Aw, little June, but she's an owl. Welcome to early pollen. Whoa, it squeaks. Squeak, 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 squeak. I love my baby June, but she's an owl. It kind of reads like that joke, the "we had a baby, it's a boy" thing. We had a baby, it's a boy. June, but she's an owl. Egg. Egg, egg, egg. June, but she's an owl. Owls are the rats of the sky, so they say. I don't think anyone says that. I think maybe seagulls are the rats of the sky. June, are you like a seagull? If you had wings. Actually, I guess, like, realistically speaking, bats are the rats of the sky, right? We need to strap wings onto June, and then she would be a bat. This month, you're learning about the philosophy of personhood and the ways various people have been granted or denied rights based on whether people perceive them as human or not. Oh boy. Consider that in the history of many worlds, there have always been disposable creatures. They do the dirty work. They do the work that no one else wants to do because it's too difficult or too hazardous. Congruence quotes from the holovid you just watched. You don't have to think about their welfare, you don't think about how they feel. Whole generations of disposable people. The class shifts uncomfortably under Congruence's eternally placid gaze. The gaze. Can you stop locking cards into my goddamn deck? I'm gonna scream. Ugh. 7. If I do 6, 7, 8, and then 4, nope. Another 8 maybe? Ah, there we go. 42. Nice. Gladys, there she soars like a fat eagle. Oh, Gladys. Squeak, squeak. What do you think of my pet June, but she's an owl? Here, I have something for you. Nope, I lied to you. Oh, I have lots and lots of boba fruit. I need to go give Jace some boba fruit. Hey, Jace. Have a squishy thing for you, you fucking nerd. Dipshit loser. Fuck you, Vase. I'm going to carry this hatred of Vase through realities. When we turn 20 and die and then start back at 10 years old, I am going to hate Vase all over again. This month, you learned about various education styles on Earth, from oral traditions to the first schools in Greece and China, to monastic education, to factory schooling and the standardization of education. On Vertumna, everyone learns together, forming groups based not on age, but by interest and relative skill level. It seems a lot more human than shoving everyone into grades based on age, and then just sending them out into the world once they're adults, regardless of what they have or haven't learned. I mean, this game's not wrong. That ain't wrong. All cards under 5 become 5, okay? So 5, 5, 5. 5, 6, 5. 5, 5, 5. 5, 5, 5. There we go. So I can get exactly 38 or break everything. No. Plus 1. Oop. Plus 1 on skill on challenges. Win. Plus 1 to skill rewards at end of social yellow challenges, but only if you win. Sure. Okay. I guess that's fine. Why are you exactly doing what kids imagine, dying at 20? Because I'm going to. The game ends at 20 years old, Seka. The game literally ends at the end of this year. Once we get to glow, that's it. The whole game's over, and then we start again at 10 years old. I'm sure there'll be an explanation, but I don't know what it is yet. We'll see. Surely we'll know. I'm gonna go buy a cake for Nemi because I think Nemi needs it because she's dealing with an abusive relationship. 20 implodes. No. We get attacked. I think the colony gets destroyed or something. Cake for Nemi. Purchase complete. Look at all the stuff I can buy. Okay. No. We'll see. I'm going to try and get to the end of this one playthrough this stream. This is my goal for this stream. So I'm going to go a little bit faster. How you doing, Nemi? You doing all right? She nods at you as you approach. Here, I got something for you. She really likes eggs, but if I give her an egg right now, I won't be able to give her cake on her birthday next season, so I'm gonna wait. 20. The colony implodes. Well, something like that. When you start the game, you kind of see. Mars and Tang are ready to give your group project another shot. They're a little annoyed that you didn't pull your weight last time, but full of ideas on how to improve. We just need to dazzle, Mars says, doing a jazzy motion with her hands. Come on, team, where's the dazzle? Tang snorts and rolls her eyes, already buried in her hollow palm. What spin are you giving your news report? A rebel cry, down with the war. Okay. 99? That's even worse than last time! Fuck. Alright, well. I start with good cards at least. 8. And I didn't have anything locked in here, so that's okay. 8. If I keep 14, I get to keep that thing. 25 or also 25. Okay. I don't want to waste this 8. Oh, but wait. 24. No. Okay. So we're going to do 6, 5. We're not going to do that. That would be stupid. We're going to do 21. Yeah. -1 to that kind of challenge, but that's fine. We're gonna do 8, 6, 5, 3, 28, so I'll still have to do 50 on the next round. Maybe we can do it. Absolute cinema. All cards to the right become red. So if I do 5, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. Shit. 2, 4, 5. 28. 36 is really good though. Damn it. I have a lot of boba fruits. I'm gonna cheese it. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just gonna cheese it. I'm okay cheesing it. I have a lot of these things. Win! Hooray! Yes! Yes, I did it! Friendship, kudos, a memory. Rebellion. You, Tang, and Mars pour everything you have into your final project. It's a hit. You even post it on the colony message board and get tons of comments and even a few kudos. It's gratifying to know that something you've written is being enjoyed by the people you love. Is this why old Earth poets wrote so much? Congruence's hollow projection smiles at you. Congratulations, you three. As an Earth poet once said, if you don't know where you've come from, you don't know where you're going. She invites you to come audit the class whenever you'd like. Increased rewards for studying humanities. Hell yeah. Cool. My creativity's 100% now. Shit yeah. Welcome to Early Dust. Give gifts every month instead of once a season. Oh, sweet. I wasn't sleeping, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Happy birthday, Nemi. I got something for ya. It is your birthday, right? Early Dust? Is that where we're at? Yeah. Happy birthday, Nemi. Hey, is this a birthday cake? Thanks for remembering my birthday. Hell yeah, Nemi. Well done. Hey, Vase. Oh, guess what I can do to you now? I can give you a boba fruit every month. Fuck you, Vase. Ah. Vase. I wish I had been able to break Vase and Nemi up. I wish I had had good enough empathy or persuasion to have done that when I could have. That would have been so nice. Goddamn Vase. Piece of shit. Apply to be a tutor. Oh. Why is my reasoning? Okay, so what does this give me now? +2 creativity, +2 persuasion, +1 friendship, +15 stress, but also +1 reasoning. I could apply to be a tutor. Why not? That notice is still on the engineering holoweb. Chief Engineer Instance needs someone to help with after-school tutoring. Literally anyone who isn't a complete idiot will do because she's desperate. Please apply. Apply for the job. You tell Dr. Instance you're interested in the job. She looks up from her holopalm like she's just noticed you exist. Yes, you'll do, she says, nodding. The younger, slower kids have trouble keeping up with congruence sometimes. You mostly just have to pat them on the back now and then, and stop them from wandering off when they're not supposed to be studying. No offense, but anyone with a pulse could do it. Well, okay. You wait for further instruction. Instance sighs, shooing you away dismissively. You know where the classrooms are, just come when you're not doing whatever nonsense teenagers do here. Well, alright. Hello, gamer. You're in a different time zone. Where are you at? That's cool. Oh, friendship with Nomi. And I get paid. And I get more reasoning and empathy. This is a good one. Where you at, Doc? Welcome. You don't need to tell me where exactly you are, but what time zone are you in now? Because that's cool. Tutor children. Visiting cousins in Cincinnati. Neat. That's cool. It's, Nougat. Nougat's grown up a little bit. Younger child full of barely controlled energy. She loves games, especially sports ball. Nougat, you got elf ears. It's an hour ahead. Okay, it's not so bad. Today you're tutoring Nougat and a couple younger kids in ancient Earth geography. Sorry. Doc, I hope you enjoy your time in Cincinnati. I don't know what's in Cincinnati, at all. But... she's a calico! She's a calico. She's got calico tail and hair. Oh, she's a cat girl, kind of. That's fun. I want to see Nougat at 18. Well, you can't, because we're all gonna die. She's gonna die at 12 years old. Sorry, Seka. They're learning the names of the countries by pointing to them on maps and saying a few facts about them. It seems kind of pointless to memorize places that these kids will never see, but it's not like you can teach them much about Vertumnan geography yet. You're still discovering it. Calico male cats are extremely rare. I knew that. I knew that because of Haruhi, the anime. That's where I learned it, because I'm a big weeb. Billions of people, Nougat says, skeptically squinting at a hollow projection of Earth. How did they fit everybody onto one little planet with all the trees and animals and stuff? Was it all like one big colony? Tell her the truth. Why would I lie to her? I don't believe in condescending to children. Tell her the sad truth. It's nice to live in ignorance, but Nougat's gonna learn the truth just like you did in humanities class. You tell her life on Earth was brutal and hard. Humanity destroyed the environment and fought over what was left. There were no trees or animals left. Not as many as there should have been, anyway. Most people were poor, hungry, and sick, and the ones who weren't kept all the nice things for themselves, Elon Musk. At least your parents were lucky to escape on the stratospheric, and you were lucky to be born on it. You're all lucky to be here now. No matter what, at least Vertumna isn't Earth. Nougat looks bewildered. She doesn't really watch holovids, only the cheerful ones for kids that don't address Earth's decline, so she had no idea. But they still had really, really tall buildings, right? To fit all the people? She asks. You sigh and tell her they did, and she nods in satisfaction and goes back to her schoolwork. Well, sorry, kid. I love that dry drop there. Card becomes 4. Value is wild. Card becomes 4. +1 to challenges, +1 to challenges. -2 to these kinds of cards. 5/5. If it's already a 4, then who cares, right? I am short 1. Oh wait, I do want to use this though. +8. Okay. 4, 4, 5, 8. 37. Win! I was off by a bunch. Governor Lum enters the colony square to his customary bombastic fanfare. Brass band, red carpet, banners with the Heliopause logo snapping in the hot dust breeze. It's inspiring. The governor gets his usual tithe of applause from diehard soldiers, but it's obvious how tired and fearful everyone has become in service to his war. You catch Mars's attention, and she rolls her eyes and makes a gagging motion. Cal looks sullen and withdrawn, refusing along with the rest of Geoponics to give Lum any applause. Good, fuck this guy. The governor raises his hands for silence, though it's largely unnecessary. Pioneers of Vertumna, he begins. We stand here today not shivering and quaking in fear, but with our hands around the neck, he makes a ringing gesture, of the planet herself. What a fucking loser this guy is. Honestly. Before he can continue, Mars leaps from her seat and runs to the front of the stage. A ripple of fear goes through the crowd. You all remember what happened to Utopia last year. It doesn't have to be like this, she cries, speaking to the crowd. We don't have to listen to him. He's just a bully with a gun like the ones we left behind on Earth. Watch in delight. She turns to the council. Why are you just sitting there? Come on, aren't you gonna do anything? The council looks at each other. Rhett seems unmoved, and Utopia shrinks into herself, holding her hand to her chest. Aunt Anne looks concerned but fearful of Lum. Instance is grim, and Seek just waits to see what happens. Only your dad looks enthusiastic, but he's no politician. He keeps quiet. Lum gestures sharply to his guards, and Mars is seized and taken out of sight. In the uncomfortable silence that follows, the governor strides to the front of the stage and looks down on the crowd. As I was saying, you can trust me to lead this colony and humanity into a new era, he says. An era of peace and prosperity, where we no longer need to fear the creatures that come out in the night. He raises his fist to the sky. This planet is rich, he cries. It is the Earth we were promised, unscarred by the mistakes of our forefathers. Here we will become what humanity has always strived to become, caretakers of a new garden, children of a new Earth. People cheer, spurred on by Lum's display of dominance. Lum looks upon the crowd with pride. Pioneers were so close, he says. Soon this planet will be ours, and all her riches and wonders with it. Yeah. Yeah, he's an asshole. But first, he continues, we need to adapt to the harsh realities of our current world. He gestures at the council. I know you all love your council, but it's time we thought about the future. We need to guard the colony leadership, he says with some disdain, against sudden upheavals, deaths, imprisonments, and the like. I've decided to instate a second position for each seat on council, he announces. Lum explains that every council member will take an official second in command. Seconds will be trained in the running of the department and will be ready to take over the department should the worst happen during an attack. The council looks concerned. Is this how Lum begins to cycle out the colonial government with a veneer of legitimacy? Applicants must have spent a minimum amount of time in that department and will be judged by the council based on their relevant skills, though Lum will likely argue hard for his Helio appointees. We've got ads starting up in approximately right now. As I said before, please use your favorite ad blocker of choice and or other method to avoid the ads. There's Twitch Turbo, there's Picture-in-Picture, there's, I guess, subscribing to me. Yeah. We're gonna keep playing because I'm enjoying this game and I want to finish it. You scribble your name on the ballot for... Can't be administrator. Although that would be funny. Curie officer, engineer, cultivator, steward, surveyor, none. Oh god, how funny would it be if I got security officer over Vase? Yeah, you add your name to the ballot along with Nemi and Vase. Nemi shakes your hand and tells you she hopes the best person wins for the good of the colony. Vase just gives you a nod. His piercing eyes says he's up for the challenge. The council discusses all the nominees at length. Then, ads start. You win! Fuck yes, my guy. Oh, we won. Oh, we won. Security Chief Rhett looks proud as he gives you an extra stripe for your uniform. His hand rests heavy on your shoulder. You're an excellent soldier and someone I trust to succeed me, he says. I know you'll do what's right for the colony if the worst happens. Fuck yes. When the voting is concluded, Seek announces the names of those newly appointed seconds. The crowd cheers for you when Seek reads out your name as second security officer. Did you miss anything with Nemi? No, not recently. Yes, kind of. At the very beginning of this session, apparently she asked Cal to spar with her because she was saying, what if we need self-defense? And then she said a bunch of shit that was very clearly projection, and I think Vase is abusing her in some way or another. So if, now that I'm security chief, second in command, Vase is going to find himself patrolling the deepest, darkest hole on this planet. I'm gonna throw Vase in a hole. It's not even that, like, Nemi is dating him anymore, because whatever, you know, we're all adults now. Vase is a piece of shit and he needs to die. So he's gonna. I'm going to murder Vase. This is my promise to you, chat. I'm going to kill Vase. You don't recognize the Helio appointed to second administrator. Must be one of Lum's people, of course. Tangent stands proudly in her rightful place as chief engineer's instance's side as her second. Ugh, that was poorly read, I'm sorry. Cal is chosen to be second cultivator. He looks a little overwhelmed. Your dad must have put his name in. The steward of the Heliopause joins Aunt Anne as her much-needed second steward. There's a lot of babies in the colony now, and someone has to help take care of them. A Helio soldier you don't recognize is appointed as Utopia's second, much to her dismay. After the politicking is over, the crowd adjourns to the feast tables, and eventually the dance floor. The sun set on the long day, the heat breaks, and the party continues well into the night. After the festivities, it's straight back to work as usual. Everyone complains. You usually get at least a few days off after Vertumnalia. But Lum reminds the colony that it's only a few short months before the next attack. Your dreams begin to increase in intensity as the wormhole draws closer to the planet, filled with terrifying and confusing visions. A feeling of urgency dogs your steps, like you're running out of time. Who made them babies? The rest of the people in the colony. They aren't showing us everyone. We only see the main players, if that makes sense. Like, I think there's probably at least 50 or 60 people in this colony. Or probably more, come to think of it. There's probably a good chunk of people in this colony. But, hi Vase. I'm here for the monthly delivery of boba fruit for you, you fucking loser. Eat my ass, Vase. Yeah, no, there's a lot of people in this colony. Dice is still missing. Dice is off communing with the planet. Alright, we are halfway to the end of our lives. Let's keep tutoring kids. It won't matter, but we're gonna keep doing it. Nomi needs help studying for their physics class. They gave this idea that they want to be an engineer when they grow up because they like robots and holograms, but they're having trouble actually learning any engineering. Nomi pulls up a practice test on their holopalm. The Earth textbooks are full of this kind of dull rote learning, useful only for finding gaps in your knowledge. For Nomi, though, that gap seems to be everything. Nomi's so cute. Oh, I'm hopeless at this, they exclaim, tugging on the ends of their asymmetrical haircut. There's just so many numbers and formulas. I didn't know there was going to be so much math and engineering. And I have to figure out what I'm going to do for my project, they continue. I want to code a chatbot, Lon the Stepinator, next week. How do I get here from there? Let's take a look at this test. Only 20% correct. Oh no. Oh. Some of their answers are embarrassingly super wrong, too. Nomi's final project is due next week, and you have to crunch a whole course load of info into their head and leave them enough time to write their bot. Can you do it? No problem. Needs reasoning 50. Oh no, we're too stupid to help Nomi. Oh no. Should we cheat? Should we cheat? Chat, help me out here. Should we cheat? Oh, also ads are done. Welcome back. Hi, everyone. Oh, we're gonna cheat. Friendship with Nomi. Nomi will never be able to cram an entire course and do their final project. Luckily, 2 people can code a chatbot faster than 1, especially when one of those people is you and you're doing most of the work. I mean, you show Nomi how to write a bot program. By the end, you've made a simple bot that can access Congruence's language module and respond to questions posed in natural language. It's like speaking to a very rudimentary artificial intelligence. Nomi adds some flair, but the back end is entirely your work. You encourage them to submit it as their final project anyway. They do, and they get a great grade. Congratulations, you passed engineering class. You did Nomi a favor, but you didn't actually help them learn much. Thank you for helping me, Lon the Stepinator, they say. Let's be honest though, you did all the hard work. I won't be able to rely on you forever. I'm gonna try some other things, they say. Maybe there's something I'm naturally good at. Fucking mood. Fucking mood. Me searching for my purpose in life. The fact that I am good at streaming is a shock to me, let me tell you honestly here. The fact that I've got viewers at all and you all seem to enjoy what I'm doing is constantly surprising to me. So, thank you everyone for hanging out with me, seriously. It's super, super cool. 3, 4, 8. Keep it between rounds. Oh, cool. Keep between rounds is nice. Okay, well, we'll take that one. And we'll do, 8, 8, 8. Okay, 8, 8, 8, for sure. Keep between rounds. And 4. Now, I don't know if this is the best we can get, but this is what we're going to submit. It was not the best we could get. Still. My reasoning is going up. What a good personality and character can do. Well, I don't know if I'd go that far, but I appreciate it, Seka. Thank you. I'm glad someone thinks I'm nice. Nomi, what do you gotta say to me? You find Nomi in the lounge, flanked by 2 holoscreens and doodling in a sketchbook with real paper. One holoscreen is playing an animated kids show, while the other is a wall of text that looks like it might be a translation guide of some kind. Nomi's attention moves between the 3 easily. Nomi is a Gen Alpha! Nomi's got Subway Runner on one screen and Skibbity Toilet on the other, and she's drawing probably BL. I'm gonna guess it's BL, right? Look at them. I'm guessing it's BL. I just get that feeling. When they see you, they jump and quickly close their holoscreens, sitting up straight and clutching their sketchbook to their chest. It was BL, 100%. Is that in a different language? Wait, is Nomi secretly a genius? Aren't we a little old for cartoons? I would never say that. It's okay, you can watch cartoons here, of course. Is that in a different language? Well, yeah, Nomi says, wrinkling their nose. It's better in the original language, but the subtitles don't tell the whole story either. Nomi! Could you stop being so me-coded? Nomi sets their sketchbook aside and looks around conspiratorially. I thought you were gonna bust me for jailbreaking my holopath, they said. All the Helio kids have restrictions on what we can watch and for how long, but you guys have so many more cartoons than we had. Nomi throws their arms in the air. Like the first season of Turbo Girl Hyperjet Transform. What? What's that? I love Turbo Girl Hyperjet Transform. Where did you learn to do that? That sounds like total garbo. No, I love that shit. The reason they hide it from you is because it's you and Jace kissing. Oh, Doc, don't put that image in my head. I don't like that. Here I was about to say. Censored. Redacted. What? Nomi cries, slapping their hands to their cheeks. Really? It's the best cartoon ever made. What else has schoolgirls who look like aircraft from the waist down, battling evil aliens while dealing with the stresses of high school life? Strike witches? Are we just watching strike witches? You have to agree you were pretty fond of the arc in the third season where Kamiya and Otoko disagreed about whether Haruka could truly be considered a hyperjet if she was part helicopter. I would watch this anime though, actually. I would watch this anime. The Helio Media Archive only had seasons 2 through 9 and only 3 of the OVAs. This got 9 seasons? Fuck. Nomi's not lost. Nomi has been found. Nomi has been vindicated, Seka. Nomi is a fellow weeaboo, and I'm into it. Nomi says, puffing their cheeks out. I can't believe the 4th OVA. Flight Captain Yumiko gets captured by the aliens and brainwashed into thinking she's been an alien sleeper agent the whole time. You hadn't seen the first season? The Helium Media only had seasons 2 through 9. Oh, I see. I mean, that's still quite a lot. Is that what you're drawing? On the Stepinator, Nomi exclaims, snatching their sketchbook up again. Don't peek. It's BL. Or Yuri, I guess, if it's all schoolgirls, right? Maybe they're into Yuri. Nomi laughs and flips over their sketchbook, showing off some of their drawings. I was drawing some fan art for the show, they say. Well, it's kind of fan art. Okay, it's really more like if I was a character in Hypergirl Turbojet Transform. Yes! What kind of aircraft would you be? Nomi blinks at you, clearly stunned by your interest. Oh, well, okay, kind of. You see, all the cool aircraft are already taken, and it's rude to be a double. They press the tips of their index fingers together and look thoughtful. Sometimes I draw my character, as something weird like a hot air balloon. But then I think, it would be kind of cool if I was the only regular human in the Turbo Girl Hyperjets. But then you wouldn't be a Hyperjet. Or a Turbo Girl. Nomi. Oh. Nomi watches a squadron of soldiers jog by and makes a face at you. Couldn't be me, they exclaim. I'm just gonna keep on making art and hoping it makes someone smile. That's what I'm good at. Nomi is the best. I like Nomi the best. I have a present for you. Do you like boba fruit? Nope. I'm already thinking about my next game, Nomi says, twirling their pencil around a lock of pink hair. Should I make it a sequel to the first one, or something different? Oh, maybe I'll write a romance game. They stop and giggle. Londa Stepinator, don't look at me weird. Just because I don't know about sex stuff doesn't mean I can't write a good romance. Some things are universal, I suppose. Want to make something? Nomi flaps their hand in front of their face. I do, but it's so hot on this planet, don't you think? You shrug. Sure, it's different than living on a climate-controlled spaceship, but you're kind of used to it by now. Nomi snaps their fingers. Wait, we should make something to stay cool. You and Nomi brainstorm all sorts of weird and wonderful ways to stay cool. Umbrella hats, sunglasses with funny shapes, giant vats of cooling goop, but it all seems too complicated. Eventually, you just end up doodling on some of Nomi's paper and folding it to make paper fans. Sometimes the best solutions are the most simple, they smile, fanning themselves with their new Turbogirl Hyperjet Transform fan. Nice! I like Nomi more and more. Nomi is cool as heck. Okay. Quick check on Nemi. Quick check on the rest of the colony. Rex has nothing to say. Mars has nothing to say. Al has nothing to say. Dad has nothing to say. Okay. I'm sorry, Sekka. Nomi is not lost. Nomi, turns out, is the most based character in this whole game. That's just the way it is. It's gorgeous out, so you give in to your students' requests to do your tutoring sessions outside. It's a lot more trouble than it's worth. The sun is too bright, the breeze is too dusty, and nowhere you can find to sit is as comfortable as the beanbags in the classroom. At least you tried. Tangent it is. Tangent is also pretty cool. Plus 10 kudos if total equals goal. So if I can hit 37... 3, 4, 5... plus 1 if this has the highest. 3, 4, 5, 7... Oh, card to the right becomes 5. 3, 4, 5... 4... But I do want to hit 37, though. Shoot. I don't think I can hit 35. I don't think I can hit 35. Or 37, I mean. 33, 40. Did you romance a face yet? No, I didn't, and I won't. Also, Eiley, I actually took the chance to read your about on your Twitch page, and and there it says that you like the short form of your name being Isra. Should I be calling you Isra instead? Because I can do that. Also, hi Quinn. My thighs continue to be very thick, but metallic. So, how you doing, Quinn? I guess we'll just go with 40. Oh, I could have done better. Shoot. That's fine, I guess. And no, I did not romance Vase. In fact, I have been giving Vase a boba fruit every chance I get. I'm out now, but every chance I get, I give him a boba fruit because he hates it. Pay to remove cards in the quarter spa. Yo, 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 yo. Wait, boba fruit. Jace, I have a present for you. Living away from home is rough. Oh no, Quinn. I'm sorry, that sucks. Are you away for long? Or both work for you? Okay. Then I will happily call you Isra. Have a boba fruit, Jace, you big fucking loser. Look at our friendship, it's 0. I hope you die. Nemi, are you doing alright? Nemi seems the lawn. How do you know? What if? She stops and looks down at the ground. Never mind, actually. I got myself into trouble with him. I can get out of it. I just have to apologize. Nemi! Nemi! Girl, have an egg. You're a hero, Nemi says, taking the egg, and I'm starving. I'm gonna get the kitchen to cook this up right away. Yeah, Quinn, are you living away from home for, like, school or work? Or is it a long time away from home? Also, I'm sorry if these questions are making you feel worse. That is not my intention. The world's almost over, gang. The world's almost over. We're almost at the end. Nemi is still struggling with her academics. Security Chief Rhett expects his officers to have passed their classes, so that means Nemi has to take remedial statistics and remedial biology. You try your best, and by the end of the month, she knows enough to at least pass her tests. Yay, I'm helping Nemi out. 1 slot gets +3. Cool. All cards to the right become red. All cards to the right become 5. Or card to the right becomes 5. 1, 5, 5, 5. Card becomes 5. 5. Or not. Oh, card gets +3, but card becomes 5. 37. What if I did... Because that's a 2. 1, 5, 5, 5. 36. 37. I could just cheese it. Oh, unless... Oh, unless... There we go. Excuse me. Nice. Get a flush of 5 fives. I got an achievement for that one. That was funny. Thank you, Isra. Uh-oh, it's mid-wet. It's almost the end of the world. New perk. Blue cards get +1 in mental challenges. All right, we're just gonna burn through this. Wait, no, we're not. We're gonna go check on Nemi. You need a break soon. Oh, yeah, I do. Nemi, you doing all right? Yeah, you're fine. Okay. Well, you're not fine, but nothing I can do about it, unfortunately. 2 to the children. There's only a handful of kids that need help this month. You're able to give them all one-on-one attention, and you feel gratified to see them all improve so fast. Oh, that was easy. Okay. 35 again. +2 to the card to the right. Value is wild. +10 stress. +2 from the first or last. -2. 5, 5, 5, 7. 32. Unless I do this. I'm gonna get all the stress, but I'm gonna get stressed out anyway, so I'll take that. +20 stress, that's fine. I am maxed out regardless. Oh, I'm going to relax and go straight into glow. You know what? Let's just go straight into glow. Visit the spa. I can get rid of cards in the spa. Hallelujah. Let's get rid of some of these fucking cards. What was one of the cards I really hated? Set neighbors to this value. Go away. Okay. -4 to last card. Go away. Impossible to work with that one. I hate that card. That one's fine, that one's fine. Those are fine. All cards under 5 becomes fine. That's fine. These are fine. -1 is interesting. I'll hang on to that one. That's okay. Card becomes wild, unchangeable. I mean, this is the end, so I have nothing else to spend my kudos on, you know? So between this one might save me. This one might save my ass. I guess I'll hang on to the rest. Okay, done. All right, we're gonna relax. Here we go. Nothing much happens this month. You spend most of the time spacing out to whatever's on your hearspeak, occasionally nodding hello to the other colonists passing through. You binge a few seasons of a show you've been meaning to rewatch. Relaxing. Here we go. Here we go. It is the end, my friends. It is the end. We're gonna talk to everyone. Cal stands in the middle of the garden, looking around at the blanketing dark and the eerie glow from nearby fungal forests. I never knew plants could be like this, he breathes. It's amazing. Want to hear a fun nature fact? You tell him about the time Tang brought a skunk bug for show and tell in biology, and it got scared and made the worst, most smelliest, grossest stink you've ever smelled. And everyone thought Tang had farted. Jesus. Then Professor Hal had to clear out the whole room, and it took weeks to get the smell out of the beanbags, and it was so gross. But also kind of neat how such a tiny bug could make a whole room of kids run away. Cal laughs. I remember that, Lon the Stepinator. Except the way I heard it, it wasn't Tang, it was you. Oh. Alright. Dad, you got anything for me today? Maybe plants like the whirlpool. Okay. Nothing to tell me. We got Tangent over here. Tang is standing with her arms crossed. We'll have a better chance of blah blah blah. Do I have anything for you? I do not. Oh, crystal. Wait, Tangent likes... Who likes crystals? Mars likes crystals. Alright, Nemi. I got something for you, because this is the last thing I'll ever be able to give you. Vase, if I could tell you to eat my entire ass, I would. But I don't have any more boba fruits to give you, so. Mars, you anywhere? Actually, you know what? Let's buy something. I have 200. I could buy this mask. -2 to cards, but autoplay the best hand. So, you know? That might be handy. Because I'm kind of dumb. Kinda dumb. Boop. And now I'm broke. Collectibles. Gear. +1 on skill challenge win, +1 bonus to strength. Or this one gives me 30 bravery and 2 bonus. Oh, okay. I'm gonna get rid of you, Vriki. I'm gonna wear this targeting helmet. Alright. This is the end, my friends. It stops here and now. We're gonna spend our last moments teaching the children. You know what? I'm gonna save. Save. Here we go. Tutor the children. Tutoring is great because it exposes all of the gaps in your own knowledge. One of the kids asks how the first humans made tools if they didn't have any tools, and you can almost feel it reboot your brain when you try to answer. Then, before you can say anything, another kid asks why there are infinite numbers, but not infinite words. Then another asks if a thought weighs anything, and if smart people have heavier brains. You eventually just have to distract them so they'll talk about probability and statistics again. Eating the children? No, I'm teaching the children. Oh. Wow. It just instantly gives me the best hand, huh? Oh, I can't change the hand. Wait. What happens if I put this here? I can't change the hand. Wow. Okay. Hi, Hestia. Welcome, welcome. Oh no. Oh no. All my cards get -2. Oh, the targeting auto helm was a mistake, actually, because I would have been able to do this. Well, give up. That's fine. No, I meant to push through with stress. Fuck. Damn it. Balls. That's fine. Hestia, you're here just in time. This is the end. We are 19 years old. We will soon die. Knowing the attack is coming, as it always comes in glow, does nothing to calm your nerves. There's only so long you can handle sheltering in your quarters. As the month draws longer, you find yourself almost compulsively walking the walls when you're not working, scanning the tree line for the first sign of trouble. You're there when you see them, dark on dark shapes coming out of the forest, perfectly silent. You watch with the lookouts as more and more figures amass at the forest's edge. Minutes pass as the horde pushes into the firebreak, numbering at least, it must be in the thousands, more animals than you've ever seen in one place. The ground is choked with a teeming carpet of smaller creatures darting in and among the legs of... No, oh no. The forest bends as a faceless emerges from its depths, followed by 2 more. The mood on the walls is discouraged. 1 faceless destroyed your colony. 2 faceless required an irresponsible number of explosives to take down. How are you supposed to be able to handle 3? We fight. Survival is your only goal. It's what all living creatures do. The wave of attackers rolls over the firebreak, crashing against the walls. Flying creatures scream overhead and the sound of blast rifle fire fills the air. Oh no. Oh no, I didn't realize the colony was so badly defended. You rush towards the garrison to join the squads. As you run, you notice... Oh no. The colony is badly defended. As you run, your heart sinks at how poorly organized the colony's defenses are. Luckily, nothing has breached the walls yet, and it seems that the tide of monsters emerging from the trees has slowed. Even still, it's a lot of monsters. The colony is taking a beating, and you can already see the defenders starting to flag. It's going to be a difficult battle. You're descending from the walls when you are thrown to the ground by a tremendous rumble. A few meters in front of you, something tunnels towards you through the mud. You have the impression of something long and dark that cuts through the ground like a shark through water. You scramble to your feet, but it cuts off your path, forcing you towards a geoponics outbuilding. It's a storage shed, mostly empty bales mostly empty besides bales of hay used as float cow feed. It's dimly lit, but you think you see another door at the far end. The creature advances, throwing up rocks and chunks of dirt as it tunnels closer. Fight it. Fight, fight, fight. 99? Ah, fuck, I forgot to take off my auto helm. Shit. Oh, I'm screwed. Well. Oh, this is the end, my friends. Oh, push through. No skill changes. You grab a rake and back into the doorway to wait for the monster to emerge. As it rears up and thrusts a long black snout out of the ground, you stab the rake down onto it, dispatching it. Before you even have time to be relieved, you spot a second one tunneling towards you. You take another step back into the storehouse and feel heat. The building is on fire. Doesn't matter if I stress out. The dry thatch roof quickly ignites and rains flaming debris down on your head, filling the room with toxic smoke. The ashy heat is intense. You can feel it ripping the moisture from your lungs with every breath. You rush for the rear door, but the fire moves so fast. You're trapped as a roof beam collapses in front of you. You hear a cracking noise, then... Just pain and a noise like a bell. The world goes dark. Here it is. This is the scene we saw. You wake to chaos, a confusion of light and heat and smoke, fire. Your head is pounding. You must have hit it and blacked out, but you aren't sure how you got here, or what on Vertumna is happening. There's something important you need to remember. Nemi's gonna come through the door. Your stomach lurches as the floor crumbles beneath your feet, then collapses. Your body aches and your eyes burn from the smoke. A figure appears through the flames. It's your friend. Your friend? Wait, why can't you remember her name? She's gesturing and shouting at you, but all you hear is a ringing in your ears. Climb out. You try to stand up, but one of your legs folds uselessly underneath you. It won't hold your weight. Your friend pulls you out of the rubble. She throws your arm over her shoulder and half drags you to the door. Through it, you see a deep, eerie twilight, dark blue and cold against the heat of the fire around you. Glow season. I didn't think it would already do the loop. Glowing eyes. You shake your head to clear your vision. Is that some kind of dog, like from Earth? Puppy. Wait, hold on. You remember this from another life. Not a dog, a monster. It's about to end your life, and probably Nemi's too. She tightens her grip on you. You prepared for this earlier. Need biology 100 or more. Dodge or fight it. This needs animals 100 or shield Nemi. Need creativity 100. At the end of it all, I'm gonna save Nemi. You heroically push Nemi out of the way, putting yourself between her and the creature's jaws as it transforms into a towering terror. You both scream as it rips you from her, tearing into your arm. The pain is incredible. You're certain you're going to die. Then you hear a smell the crackling ozone of Nemi's blast rifle. She leans over you and applies pressure to your wound. I got it, Lon the Stepinator. It's dead. Just hang on. I'm gonna get you out of here. We did it. This time we lived. You try to tell her as you lose your grasp on consciousness. You wake in the medbay, surrounded by other soldiers in various states of triage. It seems the battle is over. Oh shit. It was long and bitter, resulting yet again in the destruction of most of the sawmills and arable land. The defenders managed to repel the Xenos before damage could be done to the inner colony. Or maybe the monsters lost interest before finishing the job. It's as if the planet wants you to suffer, but doesn't actually intend to finish you off. Yet, anyway. But for now, you're just happy you've survived to live another day. And that day is... your birthday! By the time you've recovered, the suns have returned. It's your 20th birthday. You're a fully fledged adult now, though in many ways you already were and have been for a long time. You and your friends step out to greet the new day and start the rest of your life on Vertumna. The end! Wah! You reached your 20th birthday. Ah! Look at me go. Sports ball hero. I did it.
I give you one more chance.
Is this like my final result? You never got this ending? Yeah, Hestia, I tried to build a Thembo. So my physical skills were fully maxed out, and then I did a lot of my like interpersonal skills. I basically didn't touch my brain skills in the least. I was dumb as hell. Sports have been a part of every human culture, and it's no different among the colonists of Vertumna. Watching people fight in ritualized combat scratches some sort of primeval itch that few understand. Thanks to your prowess and charisma on the field, sports ball becomes the de facto sport of Vertumna. You make sure every child wants to grow up to play it just like you, and eventually people even begin to take it so seriously that, in your later years, sports ball is used to settle grudges and even act as a marker for social status. No one would ever dream of running for governor if they don't have a positive association with sports ball. You form lifelong bonds. Your teammates are very important to you, like family. This is how Calm taught you to act all those years ago, and you've carried his teachings forward into every generation of sports ball players since. You retire after scoring the winning spike in league finals. Of course, they trot you out 10 years later for an All-Stars game. Sure, you twist your knee pretty badly, but you just can't handle those moves anymore. But it's worth it to see the joy on the faces of everyone you love. They retire your jersey number in the rafters of the garrison beside Calm's. But what about? Strong and true Nemi sticks by your side, one of your most trusted friends. She may be friendly towards all, but few people really know her like you do. Everyone is surprised when she retires from active duty. She trained so hard. What could possibly have convinced her to give up her passions? No! It all becomes clear when she and Vase announce her pregnancy a few weeks later. Nemi. Nemi. The thing is, here's the thing, right? Nemi reminds me of my mom, and my mom never took shit from my dad. So, like, Vase is a piece of shit, through and through. But I trust Nemi to stand up to him and put him in his place if need be. So... Seka, stop that. Stop rubbing it in. Yeah, Hestia, I was trying to romance Nemi, and then she hooked up with Vase, and it broke my heart. And then when I had a chance to break them up, I didn't have the persuasion or the empathy for it. So I guess they just stayed together. I died alone is what I'm saying. Vase and now Nemi apparently are big proponents of what they call a balanced family, with Vase protecting the home from the outside and Nemi raising it up from within. She went tradwife? Nemi. It's strange to see such a stubborn girl act so docile and doting, but she seems determined to make it work, and her mom is overjoyed to see Nemi following in her footsteps. Nemi. However, as the years pass, you begin to see cracks form in Nemi's happy household. Vase's overbearing nature really leaps out when he has her trapped with 3 of his kids under their roof, insisting he doesn't want his kids to be raised in some hippie creche like Nemi was. Eventually, their relationship takes a turn for the worst. Nemi shows her physical wounds on her skin, but it's harder to see the emotional ones. When she flees to your quarters late one night with bruises, you welcome her in and give her all the support you wished you could have given her all those long years she couldn't see. Vase? If the next paragraph doesn't say I take Vase out back behind the shed and beat him to within an inch of his life, I'm going to be very upset. The children are raised in the creche, though Nemi doesn't go back to defense. Instead, she starts up the sports ball team again, finding her joy in teaching the next generation of athletes like Calm taught her. Despite her scars, Nemi lives a long, happy life, becoming something of a cool aunt figure to everyone who crosses her sports ball pitch. I vow to make Vase's life a living hell in every playthrough of this I do. I want everyone to know that I finished with 0 friendship with Vase. So I held my promise from earlier. Your dad never really recovers from your mom's death. He tries, but his smile just isn't the same. He continues to carry the weight of feeding the colony on his shoulders, ranching and farming and analyzing new native plants, trying to find better ways for humanity to thrive on Vertumna. The attacks on the colony destroy his progress every year, and the stress ages him prematurely. You watch your father grow weaker under the strain until one day a sudden heart attack claims him in the field. He worked hard every day to see Vertumna flourish, but you have to go on without him. Aw, Dad. They'll always be with you, in the ground you walk on, in the trees that give you shade, and in the cycle of life that sustains you. But what about? Your Hopeye is a good companion, but you're no replacement for its own species. When a herd of Hopeye roam close enough to the colony, you release it back into the wild. And a few years later, you're greeted one morning by a whole litter of Hopeye kittens outside your door. And Junbachi's and all, proudly showing off their family. Junbachi's and all. Yin. Your Riki grows from the size of a small dog to the size of a bear, becoming more and more unwieldy, and more terrifying to small children. Before the council can force you to do anything about your arachnid octopus friend, Pebble just disappears. You look everywhere in the colony for it, but your answer comes from outside the wall, a new Riki nursery tree. Soon the colony is host to many curious Riki pups who call your Pebble home. Ah, babies. The days turn to months, eventually becoming years, then decades. Before you know it, you're old. Yeah, like 40. Life is tough, but you continue. Vertumnia continues to challenge you and your loved ones. The attacks continue every year, getting harder and harder to withstand. And not just that, but droughts, earthquakes, diseases, storms, pestilence, and more. Some years you worry that the colony and humanity will be wiped off the map for good. But humans are good at surviving. The adversity strengthens your resolve. You mourn your dead, celebrate your births, and keep adapting to whatever the planet throws at you. This is your home, for better or worse. You do what you can to make it a good one. Eventually death comes to you, as it does to everyone. Well, I guess I'm dead. In the moment of your death, as your brain cells fizzle out one by one and shut down forever, Jesus, a vision swims in your mind's eye. Is that a person? Is that me? They seem so familiar. You feel like you know them so well. Oh, it's you, only ancient. Their arms are covered with so many data bands, so many lifetimes of knowledge. The ancient you speaks without moving their mouth. Not in words, but in something like pictures. Still, you understand. They smile. We had a good life, don't you think? But there are so many possibilities, and this was only one of them. I tried. I lived my best life. I think I lived my best life. There was a girl. We were young together, Tammy with the cotton candy hair. Such a shame to see a life snuffed out so young. They give you a look as if to say you were somehow responsible for this. Wait, were you? Could you have saved her? We have a chance to take another path, to change the way our life turned out. They reach out a hand. Come with me. Go with them. Yo! Yo! That fucks. This game fucks out loud. Oh, it's so good. Ah, very, very good. This was awesome. Start your new life. Start your new life. Yeah, Hestia, honestly, at this point, I suspect Tuesdays are just going to become Teenage Exocolonist days. Because I want to keep playing it, because it's such a good game. Oh my god, look at all the pictures you can get. Holy shit. Why are there so many different endings? What the fuck? Oh my god. The art style is so good, and all the characters are so good. Look at all the things I missed. But less than I expect. Holy shit. Oh my god. Chivos. It's literally called Chivos. That's funny. Len doing a 100%? Yeah, no shit. God, look at all this stuff. Dice's secret, Tangent's focus, Annie's care, Base's confidence. I'm never gonna get in this one. All the friends, there are 4 pets. Star Trek reference. Princess and the bar? Oh yeah, because Rex was making a bar. We never saw that. Hungry No More, Matchmaker, Matchbreaker. I could have gotten this one. This is probably the one where you get Nemi to break up with Vase. Who or what? High score, now that's value. Come between them, friendliest friend. It's a coup. Peace on Vertumna, no rain today. No more dreams? Yo! I've got another 15 minutes of my stream left, so let's start a new run, and we'll see what happens, because I'm curious. Wake up again. Warning, this game deals with mature subject and may not be suitable for all players. Please see our content warnings in the system menu for a detailed list of themes and events. We're back. You wake to chaos, a confusion of light and heat and smoke, fire. Your head is pounding, you must have hit it and blacked out, but you aren't sure how you got here or what on Vertumna is happening. There's something important you need to remember. Your stomach lurches as the floor crumbles beneath your feet, then collapses. Your body aches and your eyes burn from the smoke. A figure appears through the flames. It's your friend. Friend? Wait, why can't you remember her name? She's gesturing and shouting at you, but all you hear is ringing in your ears. What's going on? You try to speak, but the words come out jumbled. Your throat seizes in a lungful of choking smoke, and you feel dizzy and confused. Your friend pulls you out of the rubble. She throws your arm over her shoulder and half drags you towards the door. Through it, you see a deep, eerie twilight, dark blue and cold against the heat of the fire around you. Glow season. The dog! Glowing eyes. You shake your head to clear your vision. Is that some kind of dog, like from Earth? Oh, I don't get a chance to defend myself this time, eh? The creature howls and lunges, its jaws open. Oh, okay. I was hoping I'd get a chance to defend myself. So I'm curious how we get to do this all again. If there will be, like, do we get to keep some of our previous cards? Some of our previous memories? Guess we'll find out. We're back in space. You were born on the Stratospheric, Earth's first colony ship, halfway through its 20-year voyage to a wormhole at the edge of the Sol system. Your parents run the hydroponic gardens. It's Mom! So nice to see Mom again. Your parents run the hydroponic gardens, which make fresh air and vegetables for the ship. Like the other colonists, they bravely chose to make this one-way journey to the uncharted planet Vertumna 4 in the hope they could escape Earth's troubles. They had you the old-fashioned way, merging their genes like they merged their cultures and traditions. They name you... So, I finally get to change my name. I was Lon the Stepinator previously. What am I going to be this time? What am I going to be this time? I think I would like just a single name this time. How about just... No, I was already Lon. Oh, lemon cream is good though. Desty, I'm giving it to you. Desty, I'm giving it to you. Also, hi Desty. Welcome to the show. Lemon cream. I am so small. You are a bright-eyed child with an active imagination, sometimes too active, your mom says. Use the sliders on the left to choose blah blah blah. Okay, we did this already. So, last time we went full androgynous NB. You've been lurking. Thanks. What are we gonna be this time? How about we go femme, but... How about... I don't know. You know what? Let's just go femme this time. Why not? Why not? Your earliest memories are of your 4th birthday. There's a big cake with a neat hollow effect that looks like fire, but when you reach out to touch it, all you get is a handful of icing. Yummy. Your favorite present is... Did I get these questions last time? Wait, did I get these questions last time? I don't think I got these questions last time. I think I want to make a smarty smart pants this time. So, yeah, I'm gonna get this learning tablet from Hal. Gives me plus reasoning. No, I didn't get these questions last time because last time I got, like, to choose my, augment, right? I chose an extra digit. Captain Eudicott's old hat. This one gives me empathy, though. Nah, let's go Smarty Smart Pants. Hal does science, which is what runs the ship. He also teaches the older kids. The tablet has some games that teach math using pictures, and it has lots of letters you can't read yet. Cool. From as early as you can remember, you've had vivid dreams every night. You dream about strangers who seem so familiar, and wide open space is very different from the stratospheric. Sometimes the dreams are bad, and it makes you scared to go to sleep. So every night before lights out, your dad tells you a bedtime story. If this is your second run, I have great news for you. I actually can't wait for you to see what it is. Yeah, this is my second run. So the last one was the first time I ever played it. And, Spooky, I'm sorry. You'll just have to wait for the end of this run. Or you can watch my VODs. Also, Cloud clipped it, actually. Spooky, you got double booped. You often ask for Tales of Earth, a place you've only seen in holovids. Your dad doesn't want to talk about it. How about we save that for another time, he'll say. Or maybe when you're older. He prefers made-up stories. Your favorite is Sir Knight and Princess Petticoats, Superhero Justice Warriors, Idealism, Future Dog and the Space Cadets. Hell yeah. Future Dog can turn into a light beam that the cadets can ride on. They have adventures in the furthest reaches of space, kind of like you. Cool. Every child on the stratospheric is given one genetic enhancement. Okay, here it is. By age 6, you see the first sign of yours. So last time I chose extra fingers. This time I know what I'm actually doing, so -1 stress. Nothing at all. Oh. Or an absorbent brain. +1 skill on brain challenge win. I am so tempted to say nothing at all. I think I was tempted last time too. I'm gonna do it this time. Genetic purity is so out of fashion on the stratospheric that some consider it a disability. Nonetheless, your parents believe the enhancements are too invasive and choose not to give you one. In the children's creche, Auntie Sedent showers you with praise and kudos for anything you do well, like she's expecting you to have trouble keeping up. Oh no. You share the extra kudos with your friends. Okay, last time I chose Nemi. Cal, Mars, Dice, Tangent, Tammy. I think I'm gonna pick Tammy this time. Or Tangent this time. We are going to try and save Tammy, though. We're gonna go for Tangent this time. You have your holopalms installed at age 8, but HoloNet access is blocked for kids. Tangent wants to sneak onto the bridge and talk to the ship's AI Congruence, because from the bridge, Congruence has to answer any question. You... Oh. +10 friendship with Tangent. You... Help by scoping out the bridge, ask for permission from the captain, hack into the HoloNet instead. Should I go Smarty Smart Pants Rebellious? Yep. Smarty Smart Pants, but rebellious. You're only 8, and despite your confidence, you have no idea what you're doing. You don't even get close to getting bridge access on your holopalms, but you and Tangent have fun trying. She soon forgets about her mission to the bridge. I was gonna be more rebellious this run anyway. You're right. You're 10 years old when the ship finally reaches the wormhole. Professor Hal says it's like a doorway to other star systems, with the planet Vertumna 4 on the other side. You run emergency drills for the month to prepare. No enhancements. Deducing. Cool. Aw, this is gonna be great. When the day finally comes, it starts with a rumble, then things start to slide off the tables. You hurry to gather near the escape pods just in case. Single file, everyone. Professor Hal instructs you to follow him. Try to slip away. We're gonna be full rebellious. Professor Hal grabs you by the scruff of your neck. Nope, sorry, Lemon Cream. This is no time to play around. You'll have to come with the rest of the class. Lemon Cream. The emergency area is crowded with families. It's gonna be fine, Lemon Cream, your dad soothes. I like this name. We'll be through the wormhole and down on the planet before you know it, just like we practiced. Your mom gives him a sharp, worried look. Red emergency lights. Oh, I already did get in touch with your emotions. Aw, I did that one already. Boo, I was hoping I could get something different. Red emergency lights switch on as a siren begins to sound somewhere distant in the ship. You try to breathe slowly like you were taught, but you're very scared. You look at a porthole, the stars are gone. When you're frightened, you stress cry. You bawl like a baby. It feels good. You aren't the only one. Nearby, your classmate Tammy has tears streaming down her cheeks. Mars is trying quietly to console her. She sighs as your crying makes Tammy wail even more loudly. Your dad puts his arm around you and you... Your dad puts his arms around you as you let it out. Technically, ISO is correct. The first playthrough I ended at 20, and now the new playthrough I am 10 years old again. You wait, the shaking builds. Then everything starts to get very weird. The hallway stretches, and you're stretching too, your arms impossibly long. Your head feels like it's slowly filling up like a balloon and contracting down to the size of an atom at the same time. Is this the wormhole? You hear the distant ominous squeal of metal giving way as the ship shudders and lurches in slow motion. The weirdest part is a sense of deja vu. You're sure this has happened to you before, and you know somehow that everything is going to be okay. The shuddering reaches a crescendo. You hear an impossibly loud crunch and feel weightless for a few seconds before gravity slams you back against the wall head first. You black out. As you slip unconscious, you feel yourself twisted out of time. It's today, yesterday, and tomorrow all at once. And more than just one tomorrow, lots of them, different tomorrows. You find yourself in a place that you know from your dreams. Tilled fields, dramatic ridges, and a stranger, but also not a stranger, grinning as she grabs your hand. Hurry up, she says, I'm not going to let you miss this. Distantly, you can feel the ship's shaking has stopped and hear your parents' worried voices. Feeling safe, you slip further into the warm embrace of the stars. You drift. Gradually, your consciousness reforms. You wake up in the medbay. The medbed under you plays a soft tone and an automated voice speaks. 2 weeks have elapsed. The patient's cranial injury has completed healing. They may now be safely discharged. As the fog lifts from your head, you realize something seems different about this room. It's so bright. You try to focus on the window. Something is definitely different. Sunlight, trees, ground? Sunlight? Instead of the familiar blackness of space, bright light from twin blue and yellow suns is streaming through the windows. You peer out and see fields, glass-walled domes, and walls ringed by giant mushroom-like trees. There are construction materials everywhere and people walking around outside on the ground. You better get out there and join them. Rush outside to start your new life. Yeah, they are pretty sick. Rush outside. And we're back. Tammy's back. Tammy! Oh, Tammy jumps as you step out of the ship's quarters behind her. You're awake. I've been asleep in medbay for days. Are you all better? Or you've been asleep. You rub your eyes. You do feel groggy. Everything is so strange. The air feels moist and the ground is covered with pale blue powder that crunches under your feet. The reflections off it are blinding. You squint and look up, then almost fall over from the vertigo. The sky goes on forever. Around you are fungal trees taller than anything you've ever seen before. Your heart pounds in your chest. Are you feeling okay, Lemon Cream? You better go see your dad, Tammy says worried. He and your mom have been waiting for you to wake up. She points southeast towards some odd geodesic domes. Alright, so before we continue any further, we are going to call it this session done here. I'm going to make a new save. We begin again. Alright. We begin again. Cool. So, we are young once more. We finished our playthrough of being a Thembo, and now we are going to be Smarty Smart Pants. We are going to try and be friends with Tangent as much as we can. Yeah, me too, Hestia, for sure. We are going to try and be friends with Tangent. That is the plan. I also really want to be friends with Nomi, because Tangent and Nomi I think are my favorites. So, we're going to do that. And yeah, that's it. That's the game. So like I said before, VR Wednesday is dead. We won't be playing a VR game tomorrow. I'm not saying I'll never stream VR games again, but I don't have fun. Y'all don't seem to have fun with them, so they're gone. It's fine. And genuinely, VR streaming is a pain in the ass, so I'm just not going to bother with it for a while until something cool comes out. And then maybe I'll jump on. We'll see. So tomorrow instead, we are going to be doing... That's the wrong button. We are going to be doing Monster Hunter Stories, which I have never played before. So, we'll see if I get as salty with Monster Hunter Stories as I do with Monster Hunter Wilds. I suspect not, but we'll see. I have never played Monster Hunter Stories before, so if you're interested in watching a first-time playthrough, come check me out. We'll have some fun. And yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna pause this ad because I don't want to give y'all an ad, and we are gonna find someone to raid to. Oh, let's see. Monster Hunter Stories fucks. Well, June, you better be here tomorrow then. Let's see who's live. First, let's see if any of my friends are live. Is Azza still streaming? No. Okay. I'm gonna say, wow. Are any of my friends currently live? A few people I know are live, but if someone is playing this, I would rather send y'all to them. Let's see now. I am the only person streaming this. Well, all right then. So who's it going to be? Let's see. We got Art. We got No Man's Sky. But I raided to Alir last time, so I don't want to do that again. I gotta spread the love, you know? We got... Disco... Someone playing Disco Elysium. That might be cool. I have never played Disco Elysium. I own it, but I haven't played it yet. Yeah, you know what? Let's send it to this person. Their ads are just about finished now, too. So, we're gonna send it to this person. And... Neo's playing Clair Obscure. No, we're gonna send it to this person. Alright. So, Nick is gonna do his birthday stream soon. Like today? Is he going live soon? Oh, I feel bad because I have to stop. I gotta go make supper. Sorry, Nick. Yeah, I can't really wait. Okay. Yeah, so, hey, thank you all so much for hanging out with me. It's always a blast. I'm really happy that you all seem to enjoy this one. I definitely really love this one. So, we're gonna keep playing it. I need to see more of it. This is gonna be one of the few games where I think I'm just gonna keep playing it because it's so good. So, thank you all so much. I will hopefully see you all tomorrow. Raid is live. Tell them I sent you. Tell them I say hi. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm gonna go eat. Bye, everyone. Love y'all. Bye, bye, bye.